Hello everybody, welcome to the Dead Unicorn. My name is Corey, and today we're playing Dungeons & Dragons. We're playing Spelljammer, and the actual book is coming out, I guess, next week.
On
Woohoo!
Tuesday.
Yeah, we're going to get it
Which
here.
means by shipping, I'll have it on Thursday.
We're going to get it here. We'll probably look through it and update our characters a little bit to fall more in line with what 5th edition has. But I think we've been doing great. We've been doing perfect with Spelljammer. We've had a lot of cool Spelljammer stuff in here, including we're fighting Yogi. We had like the GIF Hippo guy. A lot of iconic Spelljammer stuff in this game.
It's GIF. I checked.
It's GIF. It's I pronounce it Geif just to tick everybody off.
That sounds like you, Corey. It sounds like something you would do, yes. Always have.
I'd like
I
to
asked a hippo, and the hippo said GIF.
I'd like to introduce everybody. My name's Corey, and I'll be playing. I'm a player, and I will be playing Ramush Beetlejuice. Going down the line, Keith is playing Del Starwin. Say hi, Keith.
Hey, I'm Del.
Brenna is playing Tinker.
Hello.
Sarah is playing Adora. And our game master, of course, is Howard. Before I turn it,
playing drummer. I don't know what else is happening. I'm just the guide.
Yeah, and Melina.
I keep forgetting about her.
Before we
Everybody does.
before we turn it over to Howard to start the game, I'd like to thank all of our patrons scrolling over in the upper right hand corner. Thank you, patrons, for supporting this channel. And in fact, you are making the Spelljammer game possible in even better ways. We're taking a little bit of that money, and we bought the Spelljammer set for it for our game master. So thank you, patrons. You
Seriously,
rock.
thanks. I like books. Also, in addition, we're going to, starting next game, because we didn't put it out yet this game, we're going to put out a thing where the patrons can vote to give a bonus to one of our players each game. You pick the player you like or the one you think who screws up the most and needs the help. And whoever that is will be able to call on this bonus during game. I have created a chart that's called Beneficial Chaos. Something crazy and chaotic will happen whenever they say it. When they're like, oh, everything's going weird, instead of getting an inspiration or something in a reroll, no, something wacky will happen that will give them either an actual immediate help or an opportunity that they can seize upon to help themselves.
I love it.
So keep that in mind going forward. Those polls will start going up starting after this game because I forgot to do it this week. My bad.
That's it, you're fired.
Well, I mean, we did have a bit of a break there, so I can see where some.
Yeah, it just everything was just been off for so long. Kios is hoping to join us later. He's got personal stuff, so I won't discuss his personal stuff because I heard it's personal. But hopefully he shows up, and if he does, he will be playing the other guy.
Spike. Spike
No,
plays
Kios
Kios.
is his name.
Kios is the
name.
character, yes.
That's I was like, what is his character name? That's what it is. Spike is the player.
Spike is the player. Yes. You're like, you don't even know who your players are, man. What the heck?
I don't care about your real lives.
Some of us, you don't know our real lives.
Right?
I have only met 2 of you in real life.
Be thankful.
One day I would love to meet the rest of y'all. So if our patrons would just kick in enough for the ticket to Canada, I'm all down. Enough tickets, we can all get together in Canada.
I mean,
And
enough.
never come back.
If our patrons just pony up the cash, we'll all be at Gen Con one year.
Does Canada have a Gen Con?
No, we have other cons, but Gen Con is Gen. I mean, like that's like saying, does Canada have a San Diego Comic Con? No, we've got less.
Well, it's like there's San Diego
that's
Comic Con, but
kind
there
of the
are
big
other
one.
Comic Cons. So I was like, are there
Yeah.
other?
There are other cons, game cons and comics and all the different that are here. but Gen Con is its own entity. So,
All right.
you know,
Well, you Canadians
Gen
need
Con
to catch
Gen
up.
Con.
Catch up, Canada. You hosers.
It's not their
We're
fault.
too
They have.
busy having things like universal health care. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, he's got
shots
you there.
fired.
I mean, it's
You
not.
wish.
It's not their fault. They have a very small population. They can't build giant conventions like us. Okay.
There's like 12 of them. That's what I heard from Corey. I'm sure it's accurate.
And you know, if we
Yeah,
go,
because Corey knows what he's talking
if we
about.
go into a Canadian convention, like half of it's going to be in French, by law.
I don't know,
Only
but I
on
heard that if
literature.
you look into a mirror and say Ryan Reynolds 3 times, he appears when you're in Canada. So we should try
Only if
that.
you're in BC, though.
Well, then we can get him around the table and just all kinds of chaos.
All right. So we can start this whenever y'all would like.
I'm good.
Well, you're kind of the one running the show, man.
I am, so I guess we're starting it because I feel like you just called me out.
I did.
All right. The land is arid. The soil is dry sand that is red, and like each grain is thick. It feels weird to walk on, like you almost expect to sink into it, but it still kind of holds. You have climbed upon a cliffside where you have a view of a lake of lava. And beyond that, another cliff going way up into the air is shadowed by the night. But you know, as you saw it at the twilight this past eve, you were able to make out a ship that is the large dwarven cargo ship that you have been searching for. Another ship that was insect-like from a distance. You can't really get a good look at it, but you do get like weird insect vibes. Like you could make out legs and thick bulbous body parts of this other ship that was lashed onto the back. The damage on the side of the dwarven ship was fairly devastating. I mean, like you could see like there's a large chunk of the side of it that is just open air. You're looking into the ship, but you couldn't see the details just due to the distance between you and your target. I believe y'all bedded down for the night. Correct me if I'm wrong. You made your watch order and everyone got some sleep. Drimmer had agreed to leave in the morning because he got you as far as he needed to where you saw your target, and he is done. Has no desire to cross a lake of lava or go around it, whatever your plan is. And he feels that he's done his job. Did I leave anything out? Is there any detail there that y'all have a question about or something that you want me to remember?
No, nothing I want you to remember.
I
No,
feel
it
like that
sounds,
means I'm forgetting something important the way you're saying that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Wait, let me rephrase that. No, I'm good.
Most
I,
importantly, do I still have my lance?
Do you have your what?
My lance.
Lance.
Oh, yes. Yes, you do.
Okay, very important.
Blaster.
Who all had one of those? I know
Rifle.
the Tinker had one. I think there's more than one that y'all got.
We have 3 total.
Okay. So who all has one? Tinker and...
So Tinker's got one.
I think I was the only
Just
one.
wanted one.
Wait,
If no
I'll
one
take
else
one.
took one, that's fine with me.
a lamp?
I'm happily take one.
Okay.
Wait, why are we taking a lamp?
Lance.
Oh, a lance!
They were white lances. They're
I
not the
remember.
length of full, like, charging lances for horseback. But they are kind of long. They look kind of like lances. They feel lighter than normal. They don't feel like metal, but they don't really feel like wood or anything. Whatever they are, they just feel light. And the point of it doesn't really look like it's made. It's kind of blunted. It doesn't look like it's made for fighting, but you are able to shoot from it. And there were Tinker figured it all out. There are very like ornately carved designs in them, and if you rub them the right direction, the lance fires a necrotic energy ray.
I remember. Thanks for the recap. I'm
No
sure.
problem.
I'm sure the people who watch this definitely needed that little recap, but I didn't. I remembered.
Where he's like, I know everything. What are you
Well,
talking
yeah.
about?
What's the
All
range
right.
and the damage on it?
The damage was a D10. I will say that as y'all have learned how to use them and are, uh, I'll give you a basic proficiency in it. In that you don't have any minuses. I'm not going to make you roll anything. You can add your dex to aiming and shooting them.
Wow, these things
Okay.
are way
And
better.
sorry, damage was 1d what? 10?
1d10. It is a dex-based attack. I'll give you proficiency, so you should all have 2 points for proficiency plus your dex to aim and shoot them.
These things are way better than like the javelins that I've been using. Do they run out of power, or do we know?
Also, I need everyone that has one to roll a D10 for me. So the only people that have them are Tinker and Dell. Is that correct? There is one more lance. No one wants it? Because Dermot will take it home if y'all don't want it.
I'll give it to him. I'll pick up a new one when we get up there, if I want one.
All right. No, that's cool. Dermot will take it. Oh, that's really nice of you. I'll just use that. Maybe I could use it on those rocks that slid. Maybe I can blow them away. Dermer has to get through a rock slide if y'all remember on his way home.
Yeah.
All right. Having a look here. All right, Dell, you roll a 7. Tinker, you rolled a 4. That is information for me more than you. I just need to know who rolled what. So thank you very much.
Okay. Rocks fall, everybody dies.
Well, not yet.
He's got to build
Besides-
up some suspense before he does the TPK.
I feel like I tried
Oh,
that
that's
last
we
game.
fall in the lava and everybody dies.
All right. During the night, as y'all take your watches, Drummer is still with you because he was staying till morning. Let me look real quick. I made notes for this. There we go. First will actually be Sarah, Eudora, as you are asleep on whichever watch you sleep through. You have a brief dream where you see yourself facing, it's like you are talking to you. And the conversation feels muffled, like you don't know what you're saying, but you are in front of yourself talking to yourself. And the you that is facing you is angry. You know this person is angry at you, but it's you, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And then there's that, and that's about it. You don't have any idea what's going on with that.
It makes sense if it's the person I'm a clone of.
It could be, but this person is yelling at you, but it's almost like you're underwater, like you hear the words, but it's almost like Charlie Brown's mom, just sort of just, the person is angry at you. The person has your face. You acknowledge it kind of as you, but you're you, and as you just kind of wrestle with that, the dream moves on and just goes on to random slumber, other dreams that seem unrelated, and as you wake up, the other stuff all fades, but you remember you yelling at you, and it's awkward and annoying.
I really should be nicer to me.
Kihos dreams the dreams of one who drank way too much during the day.
You've just turned him into an alcoholic, haven't
I
you?
have turned him into an alcoholic. He did acknowledge that he was fine with it. So,
Well, there's that at
Good.
least.
so there is that. Yes. Beyond that, Tinker, your dreams are different. You have a brief dream of the Green Wild, where Fae come from. It's not really your hometown or anything. You're just aware of it. And then it feels like it's on fire. And then you see Fae creatures, different kinds. Some look like gnomes with rather pointy ears, almost elven, almost like it's a cross between a gnome and an elf. You're not real sure, almost like an amorphous generic Fae creature. Like a whole like city of them, and they're all just slowly becoming these blackened skeletons coming at you in like a wave. And then they turn, and there are blasts, and you see these like shots being fired from above. The Feywild appears under attack, almost like it's something like ships are floating and blowing away things from a distance, floating in the air, like Space Jammer, Spelljammer ships, not Space Jammer. I just make up my own stuff. Space Jam.
Are you playing
Anyway,
basketball now?
I'm sorry.
I have to play
We have the
basketball to
anthropomorphic
save
rabbit.
the Feywild.
I'm sorry. The Space Jammers are actually a Marvel team, and we might get don't bring them up again.
You're one
I don't
more.
want to fight
Copyright
Disney
stuff.
lawyers.
Ugh.
But I don't think they'd be a Marvel team because Disney doesn't have any rights to Bugs Bunny. Last I checked.
No, it's the Space Jammers. Space Jammers are from Marvel. I'm gonna look them up right now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you
Wasn't
can
that,
do that.
No, Stars. You're
Wasn't
thinking of the
that,
Star Jammers. That's Cyclops' dad.
Oh
Yeah, I was
yeah,
about to
the
say
Star
Cyclops
Jammers.
Dad.
I
Yeah,
am
yeah.
thinking of the Star Jammers.
They were space pirates.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Or
Now I know
Hepzibah
the Star
and-
Jammers. I know who they are. Also, I'm just going to say credit to you two, Keith and Sarah, for getting your super dork cred. Well done. Because Corey's a pretty big dork, but you out dorked
Prior
him.
to about 2001, my X-Men knowledge is very strong.
I'm a huge X-Men fan.
Post 2001, not
Yeah.
as much.
All right. Impressive. Anyway, off that huge tangent, back to the thing. Tinker, apocalypse happening in the Feywild. You don't know what it means. It just looks bad. Like I say, blackened skeleton army coming at you that you know there were previously the inhabitants of the Feywild, you think? You don't know what any of this means. It could just be whatever bad rations you ate while on the trail.
That's what she's going for. She's like, I should not have eaten that jerky before bed.
All right. And as for Dill and Ramush, I think I'm saying it right. And if not, he's flicking me off, so I don't know.
I'm not flicking you up. Look.
Oh, to be fair, you were like a little thumbnail until you spoke, and then you got way bigger.
I am doing my meditation, my elf trance.
All right. So, y'all's dreams are whatever you normally dream. Nothing particularly memorable, unless you'd like it to be. In which case, you're free to articulate that and tell everybody what you dream if you'd like.
It's fine.
See,
There was a
I just
giant
want to
hut-
sing Billy Idol right now.
There was this giant hot tub
Neuromancer.
full of tapioca.
All right. So that is y'all's night. As far as encounters during the night, on each of y'all's watches, for anyone who has a passive perception of 13 or higher,
Yeah.
I will give it to you that you notice immediately that there is almost no wildlife. Like, no matter where you are in a natural setting, there's usually something. Even roaches can live almost anywhere. There is very little happening around here. You don't see any bugs. There's nothing alive. This whole area feels like a dead zone. As you look towards if you look towards the area that you're headed for with the ships on the ledge, if you have a passive perception of 15, or if you'd like to roll it out, you're welcome to. You can make out there is movement around the Neogi ship, which what you assume is Neogi ship, the bug-like one. You don't see any movement from the other area unless anyone has a passive perception of, I would say it's, hang on, I wrote it down. At this distance, it would be a 16 or higher, or you can roll it.
Only Tinker.
So Tinker, because she rolled it. All right, Tinker. From the dwarven ship, you don't really see movement, but you know that cliffside underneath it. There's a long shadow that extends all the way down into the lava, and as you're looking at it with your very high perception roll, it occurs to you that the lava, which has its own light source, is blunting out the shadows around its base, except this one that extends all the way from the dwarven ship. And you realize that it's not a shadow at all. There is something running out of the ship down the mountain, like almost like a really slow waterfall. Maybe it's a weird oil leak, but if it was and it hit lava, you know, fire would then run up it. You don't know what it is, but it's a long, dark line running from the dwarven ship down to the lava, all the way down the cliff face.
She's probably musing aloud, like, okay, it's probably not fuel because otherwise it would be on fire. Is it maybe a fire retardant? No, because it's not maybe leaking out into the fire. So she's basically babbling about what it could be.
Okay. One other thing I'll give you that is that if it were fuel or anything else, that cliff face is really large. And, it's not, if you had like, 50, 60 gallons of something and you dumped it down, you wouldn't see a perfect line from top to bottom.
Oh.
It's too much.
I think.
Gotcha.
I think. What are you mumbling about there?
Well, you see that there along the angle? You see if you've got, and she starts talking in terms of like volumes and kind
Right.
of starts her thought mid-sentence about explaining what she thinks it possibly might be, but why it can't possibly be that on the shadow on the cliff.
That's really hard to make out. I can barely see. Are you sure it's not? Oh, they got into the chocolate syrup reserves and draining them. That's what's going on.
Why would they have chocolate? Why wouldn't they have chocolate syrup reserves? I'm on a chocolate syrup reserve.
They actually have a crate which holds a portal to the realm of chocolate.
The chocolate elemental plane.
Fun fact, Canada has
Be
a
right
maple
back. I
syrup
got a
reserve.
plane shift somewhere.
I was waiting for her to say that Canada has a elemental plane of chocolate, in which case we're all moving.
We are, yes.
if you
that
see
would be-
if you see a chocolate bunny, run. They're alive.
They want vengeance for all the people that bite their heads off on Easter.
Transmute flesh into chocolate.
If you ever wonder where the chocolate bunnies come from, it's those chocolate Reese's eggs at Easter time. They hatch out of those.
It wasn't the Cadbury? What the heck does the Cadbury egg hatch?
Oh, they're those
You
two.
don't want to know.
I'm sure it's horrible because those things are horrible.
Chocolate Santas, of course.
Except for the caramel ones. The caramel ones are decent.
I have not had one of those. All right. So, that is the night. It passes without incident. Nothing attacks you. You wake in the morning. Drummer is packing his stuff and getting ready to go to lead the two axe beaks back with his one lance, ready to head through, and hopefully somehow dislodge an entire landslide to create a hole that he can escape through and get home.
Good luck.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Thank you.
Everything always worked out before. I'm sure this will work out fine. I see no problems on the horizon.
I'm sure it'll work out just brilliantly for you.
It's been
Say hi
great getting to know you.
Anything happened with anyone last night? I didn't see nothing except for what Tink pointed out to me.
No.
No,
Quiet night.
nothing.
Too.
All right.
But to be expected when, the air is death.
Kios wakes up, like holds his head and goes, "Oh, give me a moment." And he takes a big long swig, just kind of shakes it around for a moment and waits. And then his eyes open and he's ready to start his day. Well, hair of the dog.
Oh,
I guess I'll eat rations or whatever we got. I have...
We still got some of that boulet.
Yeah. We'll eat
boulet
boulet
meat.
jerky.
yeah.
Boulet, boulet.
Tinker's avoiding the boulet meat after her dreams last night.
Who's cooking the boulet meat? Let's go ahead and have that. You can make a survival roll unless you got something better to make it taste delicious.
That cactus looks really good. Starts tripping.
That's survival. Yeah, alright, made a 10. That's I mean, whatever.
That is edible meats, is what that is. It smells like he cooked it.
Tinker goes off and finds, some questionable cactus and starts tripping.
There's no life around here. 0 life. None.
Challenge accepted. Lichen. Hallucinogenic
Make your
lichen.
survival check there, Tinker, unless you're an outlander, in which case you don't have to make a check because they're weird like that.
Nope, I got a 10. That's all I got.
After much searching with a 10, you were able to determine that there's no cactus growing around here. You do find a root that there are times where it sticks through the ground. It's like this is one of those types of plants that grows almost completely underground and occasionally exposes a part of itself to gather the occasional rainwater. And you pull that out, you gnaw on it. It is very fibery. Fibery. Not the best.
Nope. Never mind. Going back to the boulet meat. What's
Yep.
the worst that could happen with the boulet meat?
Normally a tin would get you a dinner, but let's be honest, there ain't nothing around here.
Where'd you head off to, Tank?
I found this. What's up this root?
Ooh.
You can tell she's been gnawing on it.
Oh, poisonous root, eh?
Wait, poisonous. She starts spitting it out, like wipes off her tongue.
You thought the spice tasted pretty good. It was like a little jalapeno-y.
Oh, okay then.
I mean, maybe it's poisonous.
Is that why it tastes like burning?
No, that's just a defense mechanism of a root. Probably in the horseradish family.
All right.
Don't worry, it's not poisonous. You're fine.
All right.
So as the sun comes up, you have a better view of the valley below you with all of the lava. You have the information that Ramush and Tinker have proffered with something running down from the side of the dwarven ship.
Mm-hmm.
As you look that way during the day, you can make out there is some slight movement maybe by the bug-looking ship. Also, as it becomes more light out, you get a better look. Where it looked more like wings before, you realize maybe it's not wings that are on that ship. Maybe it's something else. It looks weird. It definitely looks insectoid, whatever it is.
So
the dwarven ship looks like a long rectangle with a lot of damage on it. And like I say, the black streak kind of running down the mountain towards the lava.
I have an idea what that thing might be. A pipe. They're either sucking something up from the ground, or or sucking something out of the ship, and I think it's going up into the ship. That's what I think. I think they're harvesting something.
What would they be harvesting?
I don't know.
Natural
But
gas? I
but
mean, there is lava.
if it's sucking something up, that might be our way in.
If
it's
you look at
sucking
the
up lava,
base,
maybe not. But
it runs into lava.
Yeah, if they're pumping something up into there, it's going to be lava, and I don't want to in a big tube full of lava.
Well, yeah. Well, how
At
do
this
you,
point, also Melina will get up and look around and begin her morning ritual of just kind of bed bathing herself, just like washing herself as best she can without an actual shower, and then she starts applying makeup and
in the middle of a desert.
yeah, you gotta look good.
so how you suggest we get up there? I don't see a direct way. They're getting down from there to attack us, though, so there's gotta be, like, a way up and down.
So yeah, we're going to have to find a way either around the lava lake or somehow. I don't see us having any kind of a boat that's going to do us any good that way.
Did I try and get closer to Scout, being the only winged one?
You absolutely can. You want to fly that way and have a look
Sure.
all by your lonesome?
If I try not to get spotted, they can shoot you with death lances.
Speaking of which, I'm probably not going to. Could somebody cover me with a lance?
I can cover.
Okay.
Yeah. Be careful that they hit hot updrafts though. That you don't want
Hey,
No, really? Does the two-legger really want to tell me how to fly?
to. No, I want to tell you how not to die.
Please,
Okay, that'll
I want to keep you alive.
just elf explain it to me. Just
as much as I hate to break the role play, I do want to say hello to Spike, who has just joined us as
Hey,
Kios.
Yay!
Sorry I'm late, everybody, but please continue with the
Okay,
To
well-
catch you up real quick, you woke up this morning a little hungover from your drinking yesterday.
sounds about right.
So yeah, we'll hair the dog, and you're just pulling it together.
And
They are
We're planning
talking
on how the
about
Caleb's
a
going
lake
across
of
lava.
fire. A lot of lava. There's something dripping from a dwarven ship into the lava. You're not real sure what they're talking about. And Tinker is talking about flying up and scouting it.
It
Also,
sounds
Dell
like-
and Tinker have white lances, which you know from earlier combats that you may or may not have been aware of out of character. Shoot negative energy, necrotic energy. They got them from Nyogi, which you now know are eel spider people monsters from space.
avocados with a bad attitude.
That's exactly what they are. Holy guacamole.
All
Right.
right. I will, for the sake of, I'm assuming speed and maneuverability, will leave my lance with someone else down here.
All right, so Dell already has
hang
one.
on to it.
All right. Hand it over, fly up, see what I see.
Okay. Perception, unless you have some other skill that is more relevant to spotting stuff. I can't imagine what that would be.
The one with the negative wisdom is the scout here. This is a
I
great idea.
love it completely. Thank you so much. All right, so
I hate you so much.
I didn't do it. It's not my fault.
Just for laughing at it.
All right. What I can give
Dare
you
you
with a
mock the
10.
tiny winged fairy?
What I can give you with a 10 is it's limited. You'll see some stuff that you couldn't see before because you have, a height advantage and the ability to move beyond the ledge that y'all are looking over. The ship that looked insectoid, as you get closer, what you'd mistaken for wings before is actually webbing between two long poles, maybe that extend, or maybe they're legs. You're not real sure what you're looking at. Nyogi construction is weird.
Nope,
But
nope,
now that you're
don't
looking
like
at
that.
it, it looks a little bit more spidery than waspy. The wings are webbing between two of the legs that stick up behind it. You're trying to imagine what that might have looked like flying through space. It was probably very intimidating, but latched onto the back of this ship, you're
And as a
not real
winged
sure.
creature looking at that, it's like, nope, 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 do not like.
You can see that the Nyogi, if you look at the picture that's on the screen there, on the Roll20 site, you can see that the Nyogi have made a line that goes down the mountain. I'm gonna ping it so that you can see that basically this ledge here. It looks kind of like they've made a lot of like webbing, like rope that comes down, and they're using that to go up and down, and that is how they got down to where to basically level to come down to where you are. Beyond that, there's a huge lake of lava at the bottom. You do see another path up that is longer, but avoids the Nyogi. That will take you up to here. If you follow that path, like I say, it's a lot longer. It goes around the lake of lava. There will be some climbing involved, but you don't think it looks too arduous with your 10 perception roll. Before you can, as you try to look at it closer, you feel an updraft of heat as you fly kind of over the lava.
Mhm.
And your wings, you can feel them like starting to smolder from the
Yep.
heat.
Go back.
So you fly back. Good
Yes.
plan.
Hutch, hutch, hutch. She's like batting them back and forth.
The updraft actually carried you up a little, and it takes a little bit longer to fly back, but you're able to maintain it because you didn't try to continue flying that direction. You turned around immediately. Otherwise, there were going to be some athletics checks that might have ended not well.
If I decided to not be smart.
Yeah.
All right, I come back and share this with the rest of the class. So basically, you've got she's probably like pulling out her notebook and sketching it and be like, so you've got your ropes, your webs here, lots and lots of webs. Don't like webs. In fact, as she's writing that in there, ew, webs. And also sketching out part of the ship and everything that she caught for everyone.
Well, if we can't climb up the webs, we gotta find our own way up. That's gonna be hard.
Did you
It
see a
does
path?
look like it would be a lot faster to use the Nyogi webbing and go straight up. But of course, there would be then the Nyogi, who probably are aware of their own webbing and are using it. So, you're not sure if they make their own webbing, and if they do, you don't know if it comes out of their bodies. But they are using a webbing like rope. Like it's rope that has a weird, like whitish reflective quality that you're like, hey, that's possibly really gross.
And Tinker, you said the webbing, it's going east-west? Oh, wait, that's his ew. I got you. Never mind.
She adds a little exclamation mark just for you.
Well done, sir. So it's up to y'all what you do next.
So did we find? Did you see a path that we could take, frying ourselves to cinders?
I don't remember seeing that. Want me to try another look? I can go up higher to try and avoid getting singed. Do I think that would work?
Survival? Unless you have a better option that you think you should roll instead?
Uh,
I don't really have a good stat for how do updrafts and heat over lava work with my fairy wings. So I'm going to go with survival unless you can make an argument for a better stat, a better skill.
maybe knowledge nature.
You know what? I'll accept that. That's cool. Intelligence check. Let's do that.
Because that's a combination of natural effects plus wings.
Absolutely.
Woo!
Look at you being smart. All right.
Not wise, but smart.
It's hard for you to gauge the heat and to know exactly how far that updraft would be and how much damage it would do to your wings. Do you want to check out the Neogi webbing, or you could kind of go around to the left, or if you want to check out the other path, you go around to the right, staying away from directly over the lava. That would probably work.
Okay, I'll go to the right then.
Okay.
Because I'm asking about options that didn't involve webbing. So.
All right. So as you slide around that way, now the perception check to see what you see.
That's questionable now.
You got an inspiration?
You can make out. You see a path that looks perfectly safe. You can almost see where there's almost a natural rocky outcropping that would be a perfect handrail. This couldn't be better. This is amazing what you're seeing. This is the best path. Like, bar none, perfect path.
You can't even get it out with a straight face.
I cannot.
Okay.
You're pretty sure you found the escalator, take you right where you want to go.
If she turned right, she'd have gone straight to the castle. I go back. I can't even repeat this with a straight face without laughing. But in character, she fully believes that this is perfect for two-leggeds. I'm so sorry, guys.
We got Delaware!
What could possibly go wrong?
That's the spirit.
You are feeling insightful. Everything she says is absolutely true as far as she knows.
Okay, then.
All
I
right.
love it when the dice do my job for me.
If Tank says this is the right place to go, I guess we'll go check it out.
There's a handrail and everything.
That's weird, but all right. I mean, if this is wrong, we'll never trust her again. But when is she gonna be wrong? I mean, come on, she's not doing this on purpose, right? Let's go.
Looks at you and goes, "Just remember, you're squishable."
No.
Why would you threaten her for finding a perfectly safe path? Only when we find out it's not a perfectly safe path, then the threats come. We gotta do this in order, otherwise it's like metagaming or something. Wait, what am I doing? What am I saying? Let's go!
That's it. Where's my lance? I need my lance.
No, it's not metagaming if I'm just extremely paranoid about everything.
Especially after the dream you had.
All right, so this way you said? And I start
Yeah.
Let's see how quickly Dell dies.
We walk merrily forward. We walk merrily forward into the trap because we all trust our friend.
Does this mean that I would ultimately be responsible for the death of two of Keith's characters over the years I've known him? Yes!
I mean, how long have you known him?
I don't.
The other time it involved lots and lots of giants and a chicken hut.
Yeah,
I
okay.
did once directly kill one of Corey's characters.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
pissed
wasn't
about.
even the game master. I was another player.
I know. I should have never said and you killed him for metagaming reasons. You're like, well, he's evil, so I'm just gonna kill him, and I'm still kind of mad about that.
Dude, you're legit to be mad if he was metagaming.
Wait, I think
took
we might
one
be
of
talking
Howard's
about different
characters with my
characters.
character.
Really?
Told me
Really?
it's good.
I'm talking about the time that the Game Master allowed us to play evil characters, and I decided to reveal it to you because you were a good friend of mine. And then later on, you were just, I wasn't doing anything evil, and you killed me. And then
I was
after the
thinking of
game,
the
you were
Wraith
like,
game.
well, you're playing an evil character.
I was thinking of the Wraith game. My bad.
You're like, I was doing it that time.
Yeah, no, in the Wraith game, that was totally different reason I killed this character.
Yeah. I
Justification.
remember that time too. I remember that.
Fact. Police officer?
I'm over that one. I don't give a shit about Wraith.
Moving on. All right, you begin your trek down the side of this. It's basically a cliff face. It is a lot of work climbing down to the path that Tinker saw. But when you make it down, the path at first is very easy. You are basically taking the long way around a lake of lava.
See, I told ya.
No problems.
I don't see why we didn't just take them straight on instead of going the long way around. But I trust you.
You fool.
You are aware that had you taken them straight on, they all seem to be armed with these terrible lances that shoot necrotic energy, and they most likely have no problem traversing their own webbing.
Oh, absolutely, but I'm a paladin, so they're just in my way.
Oh, well then, yeah, absolutely. And they definitely deserve a good paladin ass beating. So, you know.
A paddling, you mean?
A paladin, paladin, paddling? Ooh, say that 3
You're a
times.
Naogi? That's a paladin. Paddling. A paladin paddling. All right. So, you begin making your way across. The land is very arid. You can just feel the heat just kind of washing over you. It's very uncomfortable. You don't, as I think I said before, for some of y'all, you don't see a lot in the way of like even bugs or wildlife. Nothing skitters out of your way as you're moving. This whole area just feels dead, like quiet and silent, other than the occasional bubbling from the lake of fire next to you. You are all drenched in sweat.
You.
It is very just depressing to walk and see this just very dead area as you're making your way around the lake.
Okay, I want to make a check.
Sorry, go ahead.
I want to make a check because this is like not right. You know what I mean? Like even if there's lots of lava and stuff, you know, sometimes there's, you know, other, even though if there's not natural things, there's sometimes like mystical things that thrive off things like lava.
All right.
So I'd like to
your check.
I'd like to make a survival check. I have advantage if this has to do with elementals, and it usually has to do with rock or fire elementals. So I'm going to check.
Interesting.
I'm going to check for that kind of stuff.
Okay, make your check.
We go 16.
Okay. Advantage is your friend. Interesting. All right. Just out of curiosity, how are you reading my notes?
My
'Cause
favorite
that's
my favorite
pretty
enemy is
impressive.
elementals. I'm always on the lookout for them.
All right. No, that's
Fair.
totally cool. All right. So, as you are looking, you look around with your survival check. You notice the complete lack of normal life, and it begins to occur to you, well, there's a strong element next to us, but you don't see. At first, you're like, I don't see a catalyst that would bring forth elemental like creatures. Just because, like, you know, there's a lot of rock about, it's not no reason to assume that a rock golem will show up for some reason. However, as you're looking out over the lake of fire, this lava lake, and you see that whatever it is running down the mountain from that dwarven ship, merging into the lake of lava, you see that there are rings like emanating from it that it's like it's pulling wrong, and there is a distortion in the lava that only because of your weird elemental knowledge, your in tuneness with that very extremely specific thing,
That's
that
what-
you see this first, and therefore will negate all the surprise round that I had planned for you guys.
But you're not bitter.
Hey guys, we might want to watch out because that weird thing that rangers have where they get that really specific thing that they can only do when a certain thing aligns, that's aligning. We gotta get your weapons out.
Racism for the win.
Beetlejuice is having a stroke. Somebody get the healer.
And yet, as he says it, anyone that heeds his advice and prepares their weapons, there is a ripple across the lake of lava that is beginning to move towards you guys.
Wow, it's like he had spidery senses. Because,
He does have spidey senses for this very unique encounter that I totally forgot Corey was completely ready for.
So it's coming towards us.
It is coming towards you guys.
Do we have a map?
And as he's looking out, I will say that
It's
Ramesh
in the
is able
lava.
to point directly at it, so all of you know where the.
It's
thing
in the lava
is.
and it's coming towards us. And do I have a moment to cast a spell?
I will give you all one round as it's moving towards you, thanks to Ramesh. So Ramesh, you can each do one thing before I will start the actual combat.
Cool. Get water.
Create water.
Top of it. Harden that rock. Harden that lava to rock.
Ooh.
You're gonna aim for the creature itself.
Yep. Right above it.
All right. Believe I read up on this already, and I think it does. Is it just 1 point of damage per gallon?
So up to 10 gallons of clean water within range of in an open container. Okay. Or also says rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in the area.
All right. And for every 5 feet that moves in water, or for every gallon of water splashed on it, it takes 1 cold damage. So it takes 10 points of damage, I guess. I don't. There's no real save, so I'm just going to give it 10 points of damage starting off. That is Dell's action. Does anyone else want to take an action other than readying a weapon? Because I'll assume you ready a weapon.
I'll cast my hunter's mark on it.
Okay.
I've got the rod ready, by the way, as well.
All right. So you can ready a weapon and cast. That's fine.
Do we have a map for this, or are we just?
No. We're just gonna theater of the mind it.
Okay.
Tinker, do you have any action?
No, I'm just going to fly up a little bit higher, but not
You are.
directly over the fire.
How many feet in the air?
20 feet?
All right. So you're on the lava beach, not over the fire, but you are 20 feet up. Eudora, any actions?
Sorry, I'm trying to look through my list here. And I did not actually write down what that weapon was, probably because I didn't know its stats. It was like a bone sword, right?
Oh, right. You have the bone sword. I forgot about that thing.
I do.
But
Yes.
it is in my notes. It exists.
The evil sword that's
I
corrupting
don't know
your
what
mind.
it does, but I have it.
All right. So you prepare that. Is that correct? I will ask this. Did you spend an hour meditating on it at any point? I.e., did you bond with the weapon?
Did you attune to it?
That.
Sure, I could see doing that. I'm pretty obsessed with weapons.
Neat. All right. It will extend like a part of you as you prepare it.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out what the heck this thing does. So I'm sure I probably spent some time looking at it and examining it.
It's blackening.
Once you're attuned to it, you actually know. So I should pull it up.
Ooh.
It's blackening your soul. It's making you evil.
Right? Do I use a piece of my soul every
Yes.
time I kill someone with it?
Yes, yes. The sword made her evil. That's what it was.
That's right. Once we destroy the sword, I
It
get
was
my
totally
friend
the
back.
sword.
You have friends?
I'm a nice guy. Everyone loves me.
Yes, you're a nice guy. You're a real nice guy. Nice hat.
All right, hang on just a second. Let me pull up the stats for it. I apologize. Here it is.
So we're on a narrow path on the outside of this lava pit. Is that kind of my understanding?
Yep.
It's actually not too narrow where you are. There's like a slight beach. You've got about 20 feet between you and the area where you would actually be vertical. So you're not, you have some room to maneuver. 20 feet between you, that area, and then of course the area that is lava that you don't want to step in because lava. Sarah, the sword stats, the base stat, sorry, is similar to that of a longsword in that it is a D8 of slashing, but it's versatile. If you use two hands, it's D10. It acts as a +2 weapon. And when you need it to, it also has reach. Basically, like it will extend as the bones it looks like vertebrae almost, and they will just like come apart a little and extend the range of it. So reach being that if somebody is within 10 feet of you instead of 5, you can still hit them. It's a +2 longsword otherwise.
Okay, so how do I add weapons on here?
Onto your character.
Yeah.
If you are, hang on.
So if you're on the core page and you scroll down, I had to do this just earlier for the lance. Underneath of your other weapons, if you hit the plus button,
Yeah, I did that.
and then you'll have to like code it in. So it'd be like bone sword, and then for your attack,
Okay.
you can select strength or dex or whatever.
Because I'm looking here and some of the stuff it doesn't necessarily look like you can change it, but let me see. So what kind of attack is it? Which
Is
what
a slashing?
is it based off strength?
Oh yeah, it's strength based. Yes, it is not a dex weapon.
Okay, and then it doesn't give me any kind of magic bonus, right?
+2.
Oh, it does. Okay, and if I type all this, then when I hit the button, it should just automatically roll everything, right?
That's right.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, and crit range is 20.
Yes.
Okay, you said damage was 1d8.
1d8. You can also, if you hold it with two hands, you can do 1d10.
So it's
I
versatile.
Can't have a shield or an
damage
offhand
though,
weapon.
because that's the part that I was like trying to do something with,
Just
and it
type
won't
it in.
let me change it.
Just click on it and type it in.
What I usually do with versatile weapons is I just enter them as two different weapons, and then I click the way I'm using it when I attack with it.
That's how I do it too.
You know what? Maybe I should just have you help me put this in later. I don't want to hold up game.
Okay, I'll do it later then. Well, we can assume that you have that ready.
Yes.
All right. Did everybody get a chance to do a thing? Keyhost, did you do anything?
He would draw his weapon and position himself ready in the front of the beach, ready
All
to
right.
jump into the fray.
Without jumping in lava.
Although he's considering the possibly hardened spot because that looks like fun.
All right, that's fair. All right. What is the range on that spell, by the way? I don't have that handy, but I think you posted it. Let me see. You did. Oh, that's Hunter's Mark. Screw up a little. All right, 30 feet. So that, when it got within 30 feet, or did you wait until it was on the beach about to pop up? No.
sorry, for me, I waited until basically it was close enough. The water would
All right.
do so.
So it was close enough 30 feet away. That's what I'm
Yeah.
asking. Did you wait till it was 30 feet away or till it was on the beach? Like about
No.
to come out of the lava?
No,
30 feet.
I did it when it was still in the lake.
All right.
If it meant that I moved towards the edge of the beach, make sure that to get it while it was out there, then that's what I did.
That is absolutely fine. And it does start off 10 points down because cold damage, and there's no real dodging it because there's nothing that says you can dodge it. It just says you create the water and then just boom. So, cool. I'm fine with that. All right. So, when that happens, there's a sizzling sound. It continues to move towards the lava in that area hardens and blackens and then breaks apart as something is moving underneath and continues to come forward towards you guys. At this point, everyone roll initiative.
Already done.
Yep. And Ramush has the higher bonus, so he'll go before me. Since he
Okay. Oh, yeah, both rolled 8s.
Yep.
I see.
And the next initiative, it shows our bonus, so you know which order we go in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got 19, 18, then 9.
I'm last.
All right. Oh, and I need to roll for Melina.
Yes. But not Drimmer.
But not Drummer. Drummer doesn't matter. Melina goes probably last. There is a chance. Actually, she has a +1, so she technically ties the 8s. But she goes after the 8s because she only has +1.
Hey. She's last, not me.
And then, of course, I need to roll for the thing coming at you. And he was like, y'all go. I'm just going to kill y'all in a moment anyway. I just want to see what little pointless things you try.
The
Then I
rain
will
slowed
totally-
it down. The rain slowed it.
Yes, it was the water that you created has slowed it down so much. All right. Who had a 19?
That would be I, Quijos.
All right, Quijos. What would you like to do on 19?
So imagine he's running forward, draws his sword as he always does, sees the water, and so he can locate this creature coming at us, and he sees the heat from the vapors of the water, and then he looks at his sword and thinks twice about putting his sword into a pool of lava. So he's going to lower it and mutter some arcane words and cast Guiding Bolt at it.
All right, cool.
But that's not really his thing, because that's
It's
a
not.
critical fail.
You cast at it, and the bolt of energy appears as gifted by your god and your faith, but it kind of glances off the lava. You don't feel like it hit home like you'd hoped. Tinker, I believe it goes on 18.
Yep. She is gonna give the lance a try because it's her new favorite toy.
Okay. All right. And the energy strikes a hardened area of that blackened mass of formerly lava and ages it, maybe? You're not real sure because rock doesn't age very fast, even when you super age it. You feel like that probably didn't have the effect you were hoping for. So we will now move down to our 8 peoples. And on 8, I believe.
No, there's a 9 in there.
Oh wait,
Eudora.
there is a 9. The 9 is Eudora. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Slightly before everybody else, Eudora hops into action.
I'm sorry. I was heavily buried in my character sheet trying to figure out how to edit it. Which the good news is I figured out how to change the damage on the weapon. Bad news is I did not quite catch the last minute or so.
They've started firing at something coming through the lava. Nothing seems to have been effective yet.
3
But
rounds
you
rapid.
definitely will be. You should do a thing.
Okay. So
Don't roll a 1.
Don't roll one. Okay.
We've already had 2 of those. We don't.
All right. So on this weapon, tell me one more time now that I know how to fix the damage. You said it was 1d8, right?
1d8, yeah, if you're willing it one-handed, or 1d10 if you're willing it two-handed. It's still a d20 to hit, and you get to add your strength plus your
Okay,
proficiency.
you're going too fast. Give me 1 second. I got the 1d8. We put in the 1d10. Okay, and then I'm sorry. What was the third thing you said?
Just it's strength plus proficiency. It's whatever your strength bonus is plus your proficiency bonus. But I don't think your strength is very high.
No, it's not. I should have a negative on my strength. Okay, and the proficiency, if I have that on archery, then it doesn't apply. So I wouldn't have a proficiency for this, right?
No,
You're a fighter.
your class type
Oh,
says you know
proficient
how to
in
use a martial
weapons,
weapon.
right?
It's a martial
Right,
weapon.
right.
You know how to wield it. You can add a +2.
Okay.
By the way, if you're putting 1d10 as your versatile damage in the second slot, it's just going to add those 2 damages together. You should create 2 different weapons, one for the
Oh, I see
versatile,
what you're
one
saying.
for using it
Okay.
one-handed, one for using it two.
Okay. All right. So it has the little box that you can check, and is that what you're supposed to put on whichever one you're trying to use?
I guess you could do that, but I mean, it's much easier just to make 2 different.
Because it looks like it's got a default in here for damage. Yeah, I don't
I
know
suggest
why it's
rolling a
got 2
d20
damages in here.
and
Huh?
adding. If you want, just roll a d20 and we'll just add your bonuses together and figure it out. It'll be faster. To
Figure it out later. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I don't want to hold up game. Yeah, let me do that. Oh man.
All right. With that roll,
Yeah, that.
you take it and you sling it out, and the sword extends and it looks amazing. But at the last moment, you have this like feeling like maybe I don't want to drag it through lava, and you kind of pull it up and it just whoosh through the air. But it looked really cool.
Well, there's that at least. I looked cool as I failed.
You did fail. All
Failing
right,
with
now we're
style.
down to the 8s. I think it was Ramesh first, then. Yeah, it's Ramesh,
Ramesh, then myself, then
Dell,
Melina.
and then Melina.
Oh, it's yeah, okay. I don't want to destroy any of my weapons in lava that I care about, like my whip. I guess we got 2 whip users now. I don't know what's up with that.
Whip it good.
That vertebra
The nerve.
chain thing.
I'd love to play the song, when a problem comes along, but I'm afraid that, we would get pulled.
Just saying, it sounds like she's taking my thing now. I'm a little upset about that. I'm gonna throw my javelin, my bullywog javelin at it. Get rid of that thing. It's made with substandard material, anyways. There you go, 16 a hit.
That probably hits. Let me double check. I haven't had to look yet.
Everyone was failing so spectacularly.
They were. Yes, that does hit.
That's 7 piercing
Nice.
plus 3 hunter's mark.
Okay.
I can't see it yet. I don't know what it is other than it's an elemental, right?
When you strike it, So 7 piercing. Hunter's mark, is that additional damage? Would you say it's the same as the initial damage, or is that like force damage or something?
This is what Hunter's Marks. Wait, that's not it. That's Hunter's
Hunter's
Prey.
Prey.
I put it up there. I put the spell up there. I'll put it up
You
again.
did. I'll scroll up and have a look.
There it is.
Choose a creature, blah blah blah. You have danger. It just says extra damage, so I'm gonna say it's the same unless you have an argument for that.
Whatever you want to rule. I sometimes I would say that it's just like that kind of magic missile, pure magic attack kind of BS.
The magic missile is force damage.
It
It's
is?
not
Okay,
pure
well then
magic.
it's probably
it's
the
still-
same as whatever my weapon is. It probably just extends
Yeah,
the
it
weapon
says
damage.
an extra d6 of damage. It doesn't specify force, so I'm assuming an extra d6 of the same damage. I mean, I'll take arguments if anyone would like to, but I don't see any reason to switch the damage type.
The only
I was going to
similar
say,
thing
it
I
seems
could
almost
think of-
like it would be treated like sneak attack damage, so it would be the same type of damage as the weapon type.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it
All right,
reads.
so you did 10 damage. And you see it like dip down a little, like there's an actual like physical effect for the first time after all of y'all's attacks. Something happened. Yay!
And I'll mark off that javelin as destroyed.
And then yeah, the javelin lights on fire as it sinks into the lava. You should dive in and rescue that javelin immediately.
It was your favorite.
I got it from the Bullywogs.
Actually, it's Dell's turn. Dell, would you like to save the javelin?
I'm going to necrotic lance this thing.
All right.
Where am I here? Pew pew.
Hit.
Yeah, baby.
All right. D10 plus your dex damage.
11 necrotic.
Nice. I don't think it has any resistance to necrotic damage, but I will double check. It does not. Okay. The lava in that area, as you strike it, there is a moment where like the water, like or the liquid, sinks and then rises back up. Like it, you think that you had an effect. You can't directly see it, but you feel like you did a thing.
Mm-hmm.
A thing is good in this particular case. All right, and then oh, that's me. I have to do a thing. She's like, "Ah, I had fireball prepared." Let me see. All right, so she looks at it. She thinks for a moment, and she's going to cast Chill Touch, which does necrotic damage, not cold damage, in case anybody was misunderstood what Chill Touch actually does. And a skeletal hand, like her hand extends, and it looks almost like the skeleton of her hand, like a bone hand knits from her hand and moves slowly into the lava and tries to grasp at something down there. And let me pull up Chill Touch real quick to get the damage right. Although it is one of my favorite things when people misunderstand what Chill Touch does, and they're like, "I use it to cool my beer," and the skeletal hand comes out and sours their beer with necrotic energy. Because I'm not going to let them off the hook on that one, because I feel like you should know if you took the spell. And one day my computer will load Chill Touch. Come on. Slow butt computer.
What?
I'll look it up in the player's handbook.
What are you doing?
I usually just Googled the Roll20 site for what Chill Touch does or whatever a spell does, but it's just not loading. So
What?
oh,
The compendium?
there. As I was getting the book up, it loaded. All right, so range 120 feet. Blah blah blah. I range spell attack. That's what I need to know. On a hit, it's 1d8 necrotic. It is not an undead creature, so there's no additional effects.
There it is for everybody out who's watching this as a live stream. I just opened the compendium, typed it in. There it is.
Well, don't you feel great? Anyway,
I wish I could just share it with you.
well, I went to the Roll20 site. It wasn't loading at first. Wow, that is a black die. That is no help at all.
You went.
No, that does not break its armor class with her bonuses and everything. So she casts that. You see the skeletal hand walk across the lava and sink into the lava and vanish, and you don't know what happened to that skeletal hand, but it looked really creepy.
Wait, Howard, are you saying you don't know how to use the compendium?
Can we just move on with the game and worry about the
This will help you as a game master. I want to help you.
And I believe it will, but I want to continue moving forward right now.
Okay.
In the middle of the game.
All right. If it happens again and everything stalls because of it, I'm going to stop the game and teach you.
Okay. Do that between games. That would be really helpful.
Let's slow the game down. I'm just saying.
Breathe.
All right. So anyway, the monster emerges from the lava. Before you see... and Corey, I'm going to point this out specifically to your character because you're the one who knows all about elementals. This is a magma elemental, which is composed of a mixture of fire and rock. However, it doesn't look as like a typical version. It's very atypical. Its head is very skull-like. It's magma. It's like darkened armor, almost like black rock armor over a fiery body, which is kind of correct, except that you see weird like skulls and weird like symbolism all throughout it, almost as if it is created through another type of energy that is not a part of the regular elements that you would see, but something from the negative plane, which is there is a negative elemental plane. So you are aware of it, and it has deeply infused this magma elemental, this weird negative energy. Negative energy normally is associated with necrotic magic, for example.
It's been renamed in 5th edition the Shadowfell.
Oh, I guess it's not an elemental plane anymore?
It's the negative elemental plane has been renamed the Shadowfell, and the positive elemental plane has been renamed the Feywild. They're the same thing, though. I guess you could,
Okay, well, it has Shadowfell energy in it because I'm going off of 2E stuff. That, you see that, it looks weird. That is not what a magma elemental should look like, but it makes no sense for it to be anything other than a magma elemental.
Right. Got it.
As it emerges, and it will attack. Kihos is the one who moved the most forward onto the beach. So I'm going to attack Kihos first because I want to beat up a paladin. It sounds fun. Who wouldn't want to do that?
I'll take a paddling.
Paddling? Paddling a paladin. All right. And it says here that I get Firestorm. I can move through a space snares an inch, blah, blah, blah. That's not a good attack. I can walk through you. But I can't really because I'm magma, not fire. Illumination, large. These are lame. Oh, there it is. Multi-attack. I make 2 touch attacks. +6 to hit each. And I have a reach of 5 feet. So I stand 5 feet away from you and I slap you with my fire hands. Because I can. It says so right here. All right. That is a plus. It's at a +6. So that is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
All right. Good. Because if it didn't, I'd be a little worried about you. Like, well, how powerful are you? I'm going to go ahead and do the other attack first, and I'll roll damage. Does a 17 hit?
17 also hits.
All right. I'd like to say sorry. Um, the dungeon master doesn't want to kill anyone's character, but the magma elemental totally wants to light you up.
Yes, he wants us all dead. We know.
All right, and his damage is 2d6 plus 3 per attack. Holy crap! That is 9 on the first hit and 9 on the second hit.
It's only a flesh wound.
A flesh wound. All right, so you take 18 damage unless you have anything that reduces it.
I do not.
All right, as he brings around these really long, just absurdly long, almost cartoonishly long arms. He strikes you again with his left. His form is, just exaggerated because he is not made of flesh and bone like you guys, but he stretches and is full of lava and is kind of terrifying. And then, as a bonus action, he goes like this and he extends his arms, which you can't really see on my monitor, but he does. And when he does, there are several bubbles in the lava next to him that do not act this round, but you see the bubbles appear, and it is a 2d4. Hang on. 5. You see 5 bubbles. And that is his actions. Which brings us to the top, which I think we had someone going on 19. Which is Kios. Kios, hey, I was attacking you. You're probably mad about that.
Oh, no, I'm not even barely bothered. I'll start off with a bonus action. I'm going to channel that magic inward. I realize going outward is not my thing. So bonus action, Shield of Faith.
Okay.
To myself. As I do like a cool spin move and try to go bonk with this sword. 17.
All right. Are you giving yourself the bonus or?
Yes, to myself.
Okay. All right. There's now this almost shimmering magical faith shield about you.
Yeah. And then I will attack it with my sword.
All right.
For 17.
A 17 will hit me. 13 slashing. All right, cool. All right. Anything else?
I will stay in combat with it. End of turn.
Okay. You yeah, it means you moved, by the way, within 5 feet of it, which was no big deal for you. You are on the edge of the actual lava, hitting the beach there. You are fully engaged with it, and you slice your sword across it. I will give you, because you are in melee combat, as you strike it, you kind of drag through it sluggishly, and you have a feeling that you may not be doing. It's not a magical attack, correct? So normal sword. Okay. Mm-hmm. You have a feeling that it may not be doing full damage across this creature due to its nature. Like, you hurt it, but you don't think you're hurting it as much as you'd like to.
Oh, I'd like to hurt it very much.
Which is exactly. So there's that. All right. Moving down the list. Tinker at 18.
All right. She's got like nothing that will work against this. So
your lance will work just fine if you can hit it.
She doesn't think so, but
it's invisible now. Maybe the reason you missed before because it was beneath the water, the liquid,
the water,
the lava water, the fire water, because it's all whiskey.
Anyways, 18 to hit
All right, and 18 hits it.
for 2 damage.
I mean, water is just ice lava. I mean, if you think about it.
No.
I'd say
No.
snow is more like ice lava.
Yeah.
I'm with
No.
him on that.
All right, you strike it. This time there's a noticeable effect. At least you see that you struck it, and it like jolts a little, but it doesn't look like it's severely damaged. But you do feel like you did more this time, probably because it is no longer submerged.
Meh.
All right, Eudora.
I'm gonna swing at it with the sword and hope I don't flub it again. All right, so
Is no, you just roll a d20. You get to add your strength, +2 for your being proficient
magic
with a natural
weapon.
weapon, and another +2 for it being magic. So, what is the minus of your strength?
-1.
All right,
So
so
it's
you're at a
+3,
+3, so that puts
right?
you at 16.
Okay.
And its armor class is, I believe, 16. Let me double check. It's on here somewhere. Armor class. Oh, it's actually 13. So yes, you definitely hit.
What do I roll for damage?
Were you one-handed or two-handed?
Two-handed.
That's a D10, +2 for being magical, and -1 for you not being the strongest. So D10 +1.
3.
All right. However, your magical sword, as it cuts through, it does. You feel like it cuts through the way you'd want to. It is not. It doesn't have the sluggish feel like you're going through mud. It actually feels like you're doing something. Meaning essentially that because it's a magic
Yeah,
sword.
he's not resistant to it like he is to the other weapons.
Exactly. All right. Do you have any other actions before I go to Ramush?
Where is it possible for me to like dodge anywhere, or am I pretty much I have to be out in the open to be in melee combat, right?
I mean, you can step forward and strike it and then hop away, but if you do that, you might give it a attack of opportunity unless you have something that says you don't take an attack of opportunity, which I'd have to double check your bunny hop thing and see if it says that.
Let me take a look here. I don't think it does, but let me double check. Oh no, that's exactly what Rabbit Hop does. I can jump a number of feet equal to 5 times my proficiency bonus without provoking an opportunity attacks.
All right, then you pop right out of his range. You're like, well,
all right, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. You pop out of his range as you can, and that brings us down to after Eudora. Oh, you know what? You're gonna be mad at me.
What?
He has 10-foot reach. 5 times 2 is 10.
Oh, so I'm still in his reach?
Yeah, you do your usual movement, feeling pretty secure as you hit him and then jump back, and he immediately swings an arm across and slaps you.
You know, I'm sure he was not happy about being stabbed just now.
He's not, and he's going to show you
why.
because he can.
Yeah,
Well,
no
maybe he
idea
can.
why that would be.
+6 is a 14 to hit you. What is your armor class? Is it
14?
It's 14. Then he just barely hits you, and you take 2d6 +3, which is 5 + 3 is 8. As he slaps you with a big lava fiery arm thing. It hurts.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because he is magma, if you had any special resistances, I would say it's half fire damage, half bludgeoning. But if you don't think you do have any special resistance, just take the 8.
I don't believe so either.
All right. And now you've learned that you are slightly unable to leap out of the reach of things that have reach.
Apparently.
And that's how you learn. Sorry.
You get slapped down, yeah.
All right. Now, Ramush.
All right. I will also be in 10-foot range. And I'll hit him with my whip. Because it is a reach weapon. Yep, that's a miss, and that's my turn. There you go.
Oh, that is with the +5. Okay, yeah, then yeah. Sorry. All right. Then after that, Dell, and then I'm on deck after that. Okay, good.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give it another blast here. See what we can do with that.
Oh, I will say on my turn, though, this thing's got some Shadowfell magic in it. I'm not sure what that means, but if y'all can think about that and figure out what that means, that would be great.
All right. And then you rolled a 17 to hit. 12
17
necrotic.
to hit damage.
All right.
12 necrotic damage. I like this lance thing. It's useful.
Until it runs out of charge. What did you roll on your D10? I think that's your charge. I think.
7. I rolled a 7 on mine.
Oh, you got quite a few left if that's what it means. And I'm not saying that it is, but I'm thinking that's what it is.
I mean, I also have spells I can fall back on. It's
I know
not
you
like
do. You have that
it would be
pretty cool
useless.
arrow.
Mm-hmm. And I've got Bolt, and I'm not useless.
Keep
I'm
telling
actually
yourself
surprisingly useful.
All right. So, Melina, it is now her turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to try that chill touch again now that I can see it. Surely that was why I missed before. Surely. She makes another, like, evil hand thing that comes out towards it and touches it. You know what? Just for fun, what is your passive perception there, Corey?
14.
14.
All right. That's actually really high. With a 14, and because of what your specialization is, as the hand touches it, the necrotic energy of the hand just happens to touch one of the weird skull shapes that is in its like armor and just dissolves. And you think that necrotic energy is not hitting this thing like you would all hope.
Oh. Uh-oh. I say, hey guys, I think necrotic energy's not doing anything. It might be hindering us. Put your lances away.
All right, so that is Melina's turn, and she's going to take 5 steps back, because why not? Or 5 feet back, a step back. And now it is the creature whose name is Malignus, not that you'd know. And he will, well, you know, Kihos is right there, and he looks so flammable. So I'm going to attack Kihos, and I would just like to say, Spike, I'm sorry. I have 2 attacks on you. First one.
So what you're saying is next time we need to wear more flame retardant clothing?
Yeah, where's the asbestos armor when you need it? That's a 20 to hit, which I know already hits. And the second attack is going to only be a... Oh, no.
I mean, it saves you from from lava creatures, but then you need a lawyer for the mesothelioma.
All right, so the first hit was for 8 points. Are you still up at that point?
I could do this all day. I could do this all day. Come on.
All right, cool. And then the second hit is for 7 and 3 is 10.
On second thought, I could take a nap right now.
Why does he get 2 attacks?
Because he has multi-attack. He takes 2 attacks on his turn, and Kios is the one that's directly in front of him.
But he only attacked me once.
That was
that was a reaction as you moved. You moved up, you hit him, and then you moved out of his reach, or tried to, and he got a reaction to smack you for it.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, he takes his 2 attacks on Kios, and Kios drops. It was important to note whether he dropped on the first or the second, because if it happened otherwise, yep, Kios would have already lost his first death save. So thankfully that didn't happen. But Kios, with that second hit, you see some of his hair starts to light as he is struck down and is not moving. And at that same time, the 5 bubbling things in the water, or in the lava, I don't want to keep saying water, begins to come up onto the beach. And you see magma mephits. If you don't know what mephits are, imagine little imps made out of an element. In this case, fire and rock mixture. And Kios is dropped.
Oh.
So their targets are going to be Eudora, Tinker, Del, Ramush, and Melina. Wow, it's almost like I planned it. But I didn't. I rolled a die. So since there's one for everybody, I will just I'll start on the list based on how my Zoom call looks. And my Zoom call says to beat up Corey first. Hey, Corey, a Miffit runs at you and goes, and he attacks you.
Sure.
And
die, misses.
He has a 16 to hit.
Yep, that misses.
All right. He leaps at you, and you like slightly move, and he misses. And he turns around and goes, ah! And he looks really mad, but he doesn't do anything.
I got chainmail. Can't bite that. And then a shield on top of it.
Del. I'm going to do the same to
All
you.
right.
Except maybe not miss. All right. So 18 to hit Del Starwind.
That is a hit.
All right. All right. The little Miffit runs up, and he grapples onto you. And
oh no, he's gonna self-destruct now. You're gonna be lying on the ground like Yamcha.
Nah, you just take 4 + 1. You take 5. You take 5 fire damage as he is like clinging onto you, and he's looking up at you. And he's like, ah! And he looks like insane. And also, they have like these same creepy skull faces like the big one did. Only these are weird little wiry bodies made out of magma, the stone and lava. They're tiny. They're like, none of them are over a foot tall. They're itty bitties. Tinker, you're 20 feet in the air, which would be a total problem if we didn't have little Mephit wings. So I get to fly up at you because Mephits have wings. Although it still looks more like a hop. And with that roll, he goes, ah, and he leaps at you, and you just like lift your legs up, and he goes, ah, and he just doesn't quite clear the distance he thought. And he's like hovering in the air behind you and about 10 feet down when he finally catches himself and looks up and looks mad. He just whiffed.
So would he be a method actor?
Threat range, which means if you have a weapon prepared, you can take a melee reaction if you have a melee weapon prepared. But I think you were using the lance, right? So you'd have to swing it like an actual lance, which still works. You there,
Treat it
Tinker?
like a Brenna?
Sorry.
Hi.
I evidently took a nap in my head.
Wow, that's cool. So I attacked you and I missed and I flew by you. I'm a
Okay.
mephit. You know what a mephit is?
Yes.
Cool. I'm a magma based mephit. Tried to attack you and I missed. Flew by you and stopped about 10 feet away from you. But technically, because I missed and went through your threat range, you can swing that lance as an actual lance for a melee attack and hit me.
Awesome. I will go for that.
Cool. The lance stats, so that you know, it does. You can stab me for a d12 of piercing when I tried to do that. If you are you skilled with martial melee weapons?
No.
Okay, well it'll be harder for you as you're not proficient.
You have
Oh wait,
disadvantage.
yes I am. Sorry.
Oh, you are.
I had to
All
scroll
right,
down
cool.
further was all.
There's nothing stopping you from going ploink and stabbing me for doing that.
Awesome sauce. I'm just gonna roll a d20 and 10 plus like 5 at most.
Oh well, that hits.
Oh,
The
nice.
method is not as cool as the big dude.
Oh, nope. It's actually more like a 1.
+1? Oh no, that
My
will
strength
miss.
is much lower than my dexterity. I
What are you
forgot.
talking about? You have a proficiency bonus of at least 2.
I don't think I have my math done right.
You add your proficiency bonus plus your attribute.
Is your strength negative?
Yes, it's -1.
Well, then you did it right.
Okay, yeah, you did it right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, like you're confusing me because I'm like, oh wait, that makes sense. Okay. You said a D12? Nice.
All right. Well, yeah, no, you missed. Sorry. With
Oh.
11, you missed.
Dang it. Sorry, he got me all confused. I blame him.
That's fair.
I
We all
blame the
blame
dice.
Corey.
I blame
Always
everyone
Corey's
but
fault.
me.
All right. So you took a good swing at him, but he missed you and you missed him. But it looked amusing in the air. And now we'll move on. I guess shot at Eudora and then at Melina. So Eudora, there's a little mephit flying at you because it's fun.
I'm gonna whack him with the sword. Oh no, he's attacking me, right?
Yeah, he's not gonna fly by you. You're not in the air. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
All right, he misses you. And then I'm attacking Melina because she deserves a good attacking. But she is also missed because she's not naked. All right. And that is the Mephits round. And the big guy already attacked Kihos. So that brings us to the top of the round, which is Kihos, make a death save. Is he still around, Spike?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. For a second, your camera wasn't picking you up. It looked like you left.
Yeah, I was hiding because I'm
Well
dead.
done. Well done, sir.
There it is.
Well, that sucks.
Ow.
You know, it's not a 1. It's not 2 death saves failed. It's just the 1 death save. So
Yeah.
you've got at least 2 more rounds. Assume we don't roll any 1s.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't get jumped on by something.
By something. Well, it's not my something's turn next, so we're not worried about that quite yet. It is Tinker.
Okay.
Brenna.
Going back to, I guess, trying to stab it. I mean, why not?
You gonna stab with a lance?
Yeah.
All right.
+1.
Well, that hits.
Ooh.
That's a hearty stab you just made there.
That's 10
-1
points.
for 10.
All right.
Better than I can do with my little hammer.
Did you have any other actions this round, or was that it?
That was it.
All right. Eudora. Hop to it.
Right, now I'm gonna try to hit the little guy with my sword.
Sounds like a plan.
As I said, try, but
That'll hit. Very well.
all right. D10 with 2 hands, right?
Correct. All right, so that's
Plus
5.
one,
It
so
is a
6
magical sword.
points.
All right, so you take 6. Well, it's okay. So +2 for the magic, but a -1 for the strength. Is that what it was? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, take 6. All right. Let me double check the hit points on this creature. Make sure I'm still within range here. I don't want to make him immortal just because I wasn't counting. Nah, he's still up. Okay.
Can I hop out of his reach at the end of my turn?
The method. Oh, yes, right. You're talking a method. Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking a method. And you do 6.
Yes.
I took that off the big guy. Let me fix that.
Oh.
All right. You attack the method. You do 6. It is still alive, but it looks really wounded. And as you hop backwards, it does not have any special reach power. So 10
All right,
feet
good.
does more than enough. It over dramatically plays like it's going to die. It's, ow, ow, ow. And then it's ready to fight again.
So all Muppet-like, huh?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's how I
Muppets,
see these
Muppets.
things. They just seem like Muppets to me.
They're elemental Muppets, is what they are. You've got it. All right.
With necrotic armor. Negative energy armor. Shadowfell armor. It's my turn.
Right.
All right. I got 2 attacks now because there are ads. And I will attack the big guy, and then I will attack the Memphit that's on Adora that she hopped away from. So,
Cool. Let's do the attack on the big guy first, because that's the one that's
sounds good.
the coolest.
There we go. That's nice.
Barely hit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, totally hits. No problem.
All right. And an extra Hunter's Mark damage. Well, 1.
Okay.
That makes it an even number, so when you divide it by half, it...
So is that 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus, or 2 plus 5 plus 1, right?
2 plus 5 plus 1, yes.
All right, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. And yeah, we already determined the Hunter's Mark damage was the same type.
Yep, and so is Dueling Style. So it's all the same type damage.
All right, and then you want to attack your method. Or you want to attack
Adora's
Adora's method.
Adora's method. That's correct. Boom.
All right. Well, that definitely hits. Did you double the damage? Okay, I did it for you. Okay.
So
All right.
10.
You attack the big guy. You cut across him, and then as you pull the whip back, you almost without even looking just, and you cut that thing in half. It is dead. It was already pre-wounded, so.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to get rid of one of the ads. I didn't think I was going to, like, critically hit it. I just thought I'd just do enough to bring it down. But, whatever.
So, Eudora, yours is down. It's gone.
Good.
Got my shield up. The thing's probably going to attack me next. The giant thing. I know it is. I'm next on
My
the
turn
list.
Or
Yeah.
is Ramush done?
I'm all done.
Ramush, are you done?
Yeah, I'm finished now.
Okay, so
So, can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
If we have a shield and we're not fighting two-handed, does that add to our
You get plus
armor
2
class?
AC. Plus 2 AC.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
all right. So bonus action. Healing word on Kehoe. 1 for D4 spellcasting modifier, which is like 2 or whatever.
All right, key host, go ahead and make a spell save DC of 12. I'm just kidding. But it is written there at the bottom, so I feel like it should.
All right. So D4 plus 2 is
Nice, Max. Take your 6
back.
health.
Then for my action, I'm going to take my starry form as my where is that here? There. Starry form as the archer, so which gives me a free shot immediately. Radiant arrow shot. Make at the big guy.
That is quite the wall of text it puts up there.
I know, right? So shoot him with the radiant arrow, a 20 on my hit roll, and 10 radiant damage.
Okay, its damage abilities do not include radiant, it includes fire, so your sunlight problem is awesome. All right. So cool. Look at
So
you.
if the necrotic wasn't doing it, the radiant will.
It will. Okay, I will put that in there.
Because radiant comes from the positive energy plane, the Feywild.
It does. Because the sun is good. All right.
I am so smart. RT.
After Del Starwind is that's me.
It's the NPCs now. Good ones and bad ones.
I was about to be like Mel. Who's Mel? Oh, I'm Mel.
Ah, dang it.
Because for a moment, my brain registered Mel as a man's name, but I see now it's just my lazy typing. All right, well, Mel, he looks all riled up, that Mel guy. Maybe it's time he used a real spell instead of one of those cantrips. And by he, I mean her. I'm not completely, like, oblivious. It's just there's not a lot she could do to elementals because I wrote
Magic
her
missiles
focused.
are wonderful.
I wrote her fire focused, so he's a fire monster.
But magic missiles are.
Yeah, she does have magic missile, and you know what? Why not? She will cast it at 2nd level, which I believe is 4 little d4s, and I don't need to roll to hit because you don't. Boom, plus 4 because you get +1 each. 18 points of force damage. Let me double check. Does he resist force damage? I don't think so.
Not a lot of things do.
Nope, he does not. Force damage is the bomb. All right. But it is still, I think, still up. Let me double check. It's 18 points of damage. Still up. And now Malignus's turn. That is the name of the creature. The creature will attack. Keyhost did not stand up and therefore still technically looks dead. It's not going to stop and do like a breath check on him or anything. She just dropped 18 points of damage, which is a lot. I think it's more than anyone has done in a single attack because he keeps having most of y'all's attacks. So he's going to go for Melina.
Did the radiant do full, or did it get halved?
It did full, but it didn't do 18.
No, I know that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the battleground looks like. Is if he goes to attack Melina, if he leaves my threatened area, I do get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, he will, so go ahead and take it. Yeah, she had stepped back earlier, so anyone that is engaged with the monster can take an attack of opportunity. because she did full damage and most of y'all are doing halved, he has decided that she's the problem. All right, you got. Damn, that's a good hit. All right, so that's 2 and 7 and 5.
Mm-hmm. I don't get dueling style twice. I
You-
don't know why Hunter's Mark also gets dueling style.
Yeah. All right, so or she adds another 14 to his. All right. Anybody else that's engaged as much? Kihos was. Kihos is laying prone though, so he's technically not. He's getting a chance to stand up.
It's kind of like-
Eudora jumped away. Tinker was not engaged. Oh wait, yes, you were. You used your lance as a lance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tinker, you are engaged. You get attack of opportunity.
Tinker went after a Mephi.
Mm. Oh, that's correct. My bad. She went after
Oh.
a method.
Right. Shush,
Okay.
Keith.
Yeah, damn it, Keith.
No, that was for benefit.
All right, so he's gonna rush Melina and take its 2 attacks on her. 10 misses her, but a 16 does not. And this +3. All right, she takes her 8 points of damage and screams because nobody likes being lit on fire. But she is not dead by any stretch of the imagination. All right, and then after that, the remaining Miffits will attack. So let me have a look here. Corey, yours is still alive.
Mhm.
You attacked Eudora's. So,
That's correct.
all right, you're nodding, so I didn't make a mistake. All right, cool. So I'm attacking you, Corey, because you deserve it.
You know what you did.
I
You
do.
do.
I tried to teach people about the compendium.
I don't think Corey ever knows what he did.
Does a 12 hit you, Corey?
It does not.
All right, cool. All right, Dell, does a 20 hit you? Yeah, I assumed it did. That is 8 points of fire damage as he grabs onto you and he screeches and makes weird, like, happy sounds. Like, way too happy. It's kind of creepy.
I don't like it making happy sounds.
Tinker, this creature's gonna fly up at you. Assuming that misses.
Yeah.
All right. Eudora, yours is dead. Kihos didn't have one. Oh, Melina had one. Like, I know I had another. There he is. All right. Well, that's a hit. Sucks for her. Ouch. All right. So the big monster's like leaning over her. She's like, like screaming in pain as this thing has been like, slapping her with its big fiery rock hands. And this little thing just jumps on her leg and starts screeching. And she's like, ah! She's not doing the best. This is not her day. And that brings us to Kihos. You're awake. There's screeching of a woman somewhere not too far away. Some Gith woman is not having the best day. What are you up to?
And we
Kihos?
need her. She's going to drive the ship.
She's
It's
not
gonna be
the
most
only captain.
inconvenient.
Dude, I'm kind of limited in what I can do. Well, I will stand.
All right, that takes half your movement.
Yep.
And so that you know, he's 20 feet away. Half your movement, I assume, is 15.
Yep. So as I stand, I kind of catch myself, realize I can't really help much in my state, so I'm going to use lay on hands on myself for 14, and make my way in that direction, knowing I can't reach there.
All right, you close that distance.
and I don't have a bonus action in the turn.
All good. All right, Tinker. You have a Mephit trying desperately to kill you, and he just sucks at it. He's the worst. He's a weird little Mephit with a dunce cap on. He doesn't know what he's doing. He flies kind of awkwardly diagonals. He doesn't know what he's doing.
It's working for him though, because I just, rolled like a 2 plus a -1, or no, yeah, just a 1.
So you basically are both just like poking at each other and missing. It's fantastic.
It's 2 little flying things, just meh, 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 meh.
Eudora,
Yes.
your method is dead. Melina might be soon. Kyo seems
Yeah,
all right, though.
I'm gonna go try to help her.
Okay.
I will go
Thank
ahead and try
you.
to stab the creature since he's attacking her.
The big one or the little one?
The big one.
I figured,
seems
but
to
I
be
wanted to be 100%.
The biggest problem, so.
He is that.
Oh.
All right, that is a -1 + 2. 12 does not hit it.
Wait, I thought you said I had a +4 -1.
Wait.
Proficiency bonus.
Oh, proficiency. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot proficiency. So that is a 14. I think I had a 13. Let me double check. Armor class 13. I take it back. You do hit it. I lied. I'm a liar.
I know.
Amazing.
All right. So D10 +1 means he takes 9.
Nice. All right. And again, that is the magic damage that he does not resist.
Yes.
Okay, still up. Sorry. I didn't build the stat block. I just chose to use it and throw it at you guys. Because I am a monster. Do you have any other
You
actions
are.
this round before we move on? Would you like to do anything else?
I mean, I can't really get out of his reach, right?
You're welcome to try.
Okay, I guess I'll try.
No, don't do it. I was kidding. I was kidding. Because if you do it, he will slap you again.
All right,
Most
yeah,
likely.
because if I move, then he gets an extra attack, right?
Right.
Okay,
Unless
yeah.
he misses,
I'll
in
do
which
that
case
then.
you have taken his reflexive little action away from him, which is kind of neat. But but he will probably hit you, and it would be unpleasant.
Yeah, okay, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Ramoosh.
All right. So this creature had to move out of my 10-foot range to get to Melina. And I'm in combat with this Memphis. So my question is, can I skirt around the Memphis in a way that I can get back within 10 feet reach? Or do I have to move out of the Memphis threatened area to get into the giant elementals range?
Because she had moved back, which is what put her so far away. I'm gonna say that he actually moved out. You even skirting around him, you would, unless you have reach. Do you have reach?
I have a reach weapon, yes.
Oh, well then yes, you can.
All right.
You can skirt around it without giving it an attack of opportunity, and then whip that thing out and whack the bad guy.
That's what my whip does. It's a reach weapon, and that's why I use it. That is why I'm the whip master, you see. All right.
boy.
Let's attack the main creature, the elemental, again with my whip.
All right,
That should hit it.
that definitely hits it.
And of
And I
course,
believe
my
it's
hunter's mark.
That's 8, 9, 10. Oh, you fixed it, so it doesn't do the extra thing.
I just hit the check mark button. And I can turn it on and off at will.
Ah, okay. Cool. I'll put that in there.
And then I got a second attack. And that is
Mhm.
going to go on the Memphis that is attacking Melina.
All right, beat him up.
Oh, tragedy of tragedies, I missed.
Yeah, 11 misses. All right, or is total of 8? Oh no, that definitely misses. Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry,
You
Melina.
have a lucky method on you. That is, if I'm recording it right, he's fine.
You can't
Most
win
of
them
our win.
all. You can't win them all. I'll send it on over to a clerk.
So sorry, I had a bit of an audio. Which method was it that you attacked?
Yep. So Corey or Ramesh scooted over around his method so he could attack the big bad,
Right.
and then also attacked his method. The big bad took some damage. The method did not, and then it's now
Okay.
your turn.
I didn't attack my Memphis. I attacked Mel's Memphis.
Oh, well, either way, it didn't hit it.
That didn't hit,
so-
yeah. I don't care about my
Okay.
Memphis. That's
So
he's nonsense.
so I'm gonna pull my sword and I'm going to attack the method that's on me. So that's the method that keeps attacking me.
Well, that's a definite hit, and he takes 6 slashing. Is that 6
And
total?
then my bonus action, I get a radiant arrow, which I'm shooting at the big guy. Terribly, I might add.
You got that inspiration?
You do.
It was a D4 inspiration, so
I
actually
I meant the inspiration
that
where
one
you
was
reroll
pretty well
the.
done.
Oh, do you have an
Oh
inspiration?
no, an inspiration right now. I used it way back in like session 2
Oh.
or something like that.
You got to
I apologize. I should be going over y'all's characters and see if you're role playing your flaws and your ideals and bonds and whatever. And I honestly haven't. If y'all feel like you have been, I'm not in the middle of combat because that's a little cheesy. But outside of this combat, if you feel like you're role playing your character, if you want to shoot me a DM real quick and say, hey, can I have my inspiration back for doing the flaw thing or the bond thing? I will consider it because sometimes I miss that and I apologize.
Fair enough. I don't think that it's come up for me at
Okay.
this point.
Well, all right then. So that's it. Is that it for you? Do you have any other?
Yeah, that was it for me. Trying the method and then radiant arrow at big guy. So
All right.
that was my plan.
Malignus would like you to no longer have a friend named Melina because it's too close to his name. It's confusing him, so he's just gonna light her up. So first hit
Yay!
misses. Second hit
Boo!
does
like
not
that. Oh.
miss. Three. All right. She is lit on fire. Oh wait. Let me double check. And she stops screaming, and that is just a relief for everyone. She has been screaming for a bit, and she finally stops. Oh, that is so nice.
Unfortunately, it's because she fell.
Well, yeah. But so, and while she has stopped screaming, the thing like sitting on her leg, will just automatically make her fail a death save because, I mean, he can. So she does. All right. So her leg is on fire. Her body has general fire all over. Her clothes are on fire, and she stopped moving. Which takes us to Gios.
Well, don't do that. I object with I'm a one-trick pony, so I'm going for the head with the greatsword.
Good.
12. I don't think that's gonna do it.
Total of a 12 to hit does not quite hit. Like you make that swing for the head, and your sword kind of catches the edge of the kind of the rocky outcropping from his head, and you scrape off a piece of rock, and you're pretty sure that did no actual damage to it. If anything, you made his head a little bit more aerodynamic next time he goes running.
My bad.
All right. And do you have anything else you can do, Kios, before we move on to Tinker?
No, I do not.
All right. Tinker.
All right. I'm gonna try and stabby with the lance.
All right. You want to stab your method, or do you want to stab the big bad, or are you looking to
The
stab
big bad, sorry.
Okay.
And I don't.
You will have to swoop down towards the big bad because you were up in the air. That will technically give your method an attack of opportunity on you.
I have faith he won't make it, not the way he's been doing.
You're not wrong. I'm going to try anyway. Does 11 hit you?
I don't think so. Hold on, let me double check.
Are you naked?
No, and no, it does not hit.
Okie doke. So he tried.
Weird
He's like,
fairies and their battle practices. I'm suddenly picturing, like, what was it, the Scots who would cover themselves in blue paint and go into battle naked?
The Picts and the Scots, yeah.
Little
Smurfs
fairy
were
version
sexy.
of that.
They
Well, if
weren't
you
effective,
paint-
but they were super sexy. All right. Go ahead and attack my big bad. Tinker.
Oh, sorry, I already rolled and I failed miserably. I
Oh,
also
you
got a
did.
9.
Oh, my bad.
It's a 13 to hit, by the way. You need a 13.
Well, her 9. Well, wait. It was -1 plus 3. Was that it?
No, -1 plus 2.
It would have been a 10.
Yeah.
It still would have failed.
Well, no, you're still proficient, and it's. Oh, wait, no, you don't have the magic one. I'm thinking something else. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just making
Go back
stuff
to
up.
sleep.
I'm making stuff up. I'm wrong.
I mean,
All
I'll
right,
take
so
it.
yeah.
If I hit, I'll take it.
Yeah, no. Sorry. I would like you to hit, but you did not. Eudora, you don't have a method attacking you, but there is a method attacking a woman who is laying down taking a nap. She's useless. Let her die. What do you want to do?
All right, I have a question as regards game mechanics, because obviously in the real world, if someone is on fire, they're going to keep taking damage unless you put the fire out.
You are absolutely right. If it gets to her turn, she will get an automatic death save failed because she's on fire.
Okay, so can I try to put her out, basically?
You could, but there is the method that is the fiery method that's clinging to her leg, plus the big magma elemental that is standing over her in your way.
So what you're telling me is basically no matter what we do at this point, she's going to die.
I'm saying that might not be the easiest way to wake her up.
Not
All right,
trying to make her try to save her.
I'm trying to help her, but it seems like no matter what I do, I'm not going to be
Kill
able
the
to.
Memphit on her leg because it's attached to her and causing more fire. That's what you need to concentrate on. Get that Memphit off of her first.
All right, fair enough. All right, then I will attack him.
I like the idea that you stab through the magma elemental's legs to hit the method.
Why not? If it works.
It would technically work. I just think it would be hilarious if that was the mental image.
All right, well, let's see what happens here.
All right. It's a solid hit.
Oh, looks like that's a hit.
Do some solid damage. Kill it.
All right, so that he's gonna take 9 points.
All right. He is still alive.
Damn him. The nerve.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, but actually, I have a feat that I can use once per combat, which is the action surge. I can push myself beyond my normal limits for a moment and take
Hit
one
again.
additional action on top of my regular action, provided I rest again
Yes.
before I use again. So
Strike
I'm
me
going to try
again.
to stab him again.
Do it. I am all about this. Let's make it happen. That's a solid hit.
Yes. All
Roll
right.
your damage.
Die. 11.
Max damage. Describe how you destroy a mephit.
I'm going to drive the bone sword down into him, twist until his little head pops off.
He is weirdly giggling the entire time, like the pain does not affect him the way it should. And it might even be a thing for him, like he could have a weird little mephit fetish.
Oh my God.
Until he goes, ah! And then his head just goes poof, and it rolls along on the ground, and his body loosens up and falls to the side. And the fire goes out, and he is a weird, rocky, skeletal thingy with a skull, a big black obsidian skull just rolling around on the beach here.
I could just picture Eudora being like, "Why won't you die?" And she's like, now panting and going,
And is laughing maniacally the whole time.
right? Like it's like trying to kill Chucky.
All right. 2 whip attacks again. One on the main creature and one on the Medfit that's attacking Tink.
Thank you.
Well, you got the reach for it. She flew closer. It tried for us. So I'm going to say it's in range.
Aw, that's sad. I'm gonna spend my
You
inspiration.
missed the big bad. You kind of like your whip hits.
No, I'm
clacks off the rock.
Hold on. I'm spending my inspiration on this.
Oh, okay.
There, that'll hit it.
That will hit it.
Okay, that's on. Wait, I hit the wrong button. Dang it.
You did. That was a little confusing.
I apologize. I apologize. I have to go over
Holy
here.
Crap.
There, how's that?
My whip is so big.
Well, that's the second attack on the one on Tink. That's what that was.
Yeah, all right. I'll allow it. All right, so but to hit the first guy, that is 3, 4, 5, and 7.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So that's 12 on the first dude, on the big dude.
Wow, I do 7? Yeah, well, yeah, it's because I have a dex bonus to damage. And on the second guy, I'll do 7 as well. So the first one takes 13 and 12. The first one takes 12 and the second one takes 7. Got it.
Right. Okay. I have noted it.
That thing's not dead yet. I'm very we've
It has a lot of damage resistances. Some of that damage is going right through, and a lot of it is not.
Yeah. Well,
And I've been having to notate and do just an insane amount of math in my head that's making me very unhappy.
That's what calculators are for, man.
Calculators are for the weak.
damage resistance in 5e is pretty simple. It's just half damage from whatever they have a resistance to.
Yeah, it's half. But I keep having, I'm having which ones have, which ones don't. I've been putting little 0.5 markers next to everything.
Okay.
Means half.
Wait, you're supposed to round a specific direction every time. I think it's
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not in your favor.
yeah, it's always down. It's always down.
Which I always thought was weird because math says round up.
I know. Anyways, that's my turn. Cleric's up.
All right. Yeah, Dell.
All
I don't
right.
think he's a cleric, but sure.
I'm a druid.
Yeah, he's a druid. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah. So healing. for. Hey. Go away. For 5 back.
She's gonna live, maybe.
Maybe.
And then I'm going to bonus action arrow at the big guy. Terribly again.
Okay. Bonus action. You said, oh, radiant arrow. Okay.
Yeah. I used my adding word rather than a bonus, and then the bonus action is the radiant arrow for my constellation form.
All right. Is that a roll to hit or I roll to save?
I rolled a hit.
All right. Well, an 8 misses me.
Oh, I know.
Okay. You're just like, oh, thanks for lighting up my dinner. That's very helpful. All right. It is Melina's turn, and she wakes up, and there's a thing hugging her leg and burning her. She starts screaming, as one would. She's going to try. Oh, let's see. Who to attack, what to
Wait,
do.
I thought that I killed the one that was
Missile.
on her
She can
leg.
send a missile at each.
Oh, that's right, you did. You killed the one that was on her leg.
It's the
Yeah.
big bad.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah. So blast it with magic missiles.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Yeah, she does not have anything on her leg anymore.
She does not. You are correct. That was my bad. She has another second level spell slot, and so let's do that. She shouldn't actually want to die or anything. I just think it's funny. +4. So that's 14. Note that. All right. It is still up. It is its turn. She has pissed it off a lot. So it's going to beat on her some more. Because you do. So that's a miss.
That's
That's a
it.
hit.
And back down she goes.
Yeah, 9 points. That puts her right back down. And that is its actions. It no longer has a method on her to attack her. I do have other methods. Actually, what methods do I have left? Let me double check. Or your method is fine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to attack you. I think I missed that last round, didn't I?
What?
My bad. Sorry, Corey.
And you missed this round too.
I did. Dell, your method I think is fine. And he's a hitter. Take that 5 fire damage. Tinker, yours is dead. Eudora, yours is dead.
Oh, I killed
Here we go.
hers?
Didn't y'all?
I hit Tinks for 7. Was
Let me
Tinks
double check.
alive or
7x. Oh, that's right. This is say 7. Okay, yeah. So no, it's alive. Never mind. Thank you for correcting me. I will go ahead and attack Tinker. Hey, Tink. Does 12 hit you?
No, it does not.
Methods suck. All right. Well, these methods suck. I actually kind of rated this encounter because I didn't want it to be too overpowering.
No, these things are an annoyance. Trust me.
They
They're...
are an annoyance. That was the goal. I think Kehos is still alive.
Yeah, he's
No,
snarling.
Oh wait, no, Kehos didn't have one.
Never had a method.
Yeah, I was down. I was dead at the time.
You were
but
down. I had
I got
5
better.
methods, and they attacked everybody else. So that's it for the methods. I can't do anything else to hurt y'all. I mean, I could just make some stuff up, but it begins raining. Take lightning bolt damage. No, no. To be fair,
But if
now
it's raining,
Kehos'
that guy
turn.
takes cold damage from the rain.
Oh yeah, it would. It's not raining. You're not that lucky. Kios, what you up to?
Uh, I think I will just stay in combat range with it and make myself known as a presence and angry and aggressive and maneuver and use 1 point of lay on hands to keep Melina from dying again.
Okay.
But I don't have a bonus action that I can
Um,
do.
Okay, so you just gonna kind of maneuver around and wake her up.
Yeah,
Uh,
like parry, parry, parry. Hey, shake, shake, shake. Engage the monster.
Well,
And
I'm
just,
lay
killing
on
these NPCs. Y'all can't keep
hands
them
and
alive
action
forever.
action.
lay on hands is an action.
Yeah, it is. He's correct. So, all right. She kind of goes and is awake once more. You start screaming and attract its attention and probably die again.
No, shh.
One of these days, my
All right.
whip hits are gonna kill it. It's gonna happen.
Tinker.
One of these times, one of my radiant arrows will actually.
Your method is not dead, Tinker. I checked.
13 to hit.
The method or the bad guy? The big
method.
bad. Method 13 hits him. What are you just lancing it?
Yeah,
Okay.
for 3 points.
It's a plus. Oh wait, no, it's not a +2 weapon. So, but you add. Oh yeah, no, 3 points. Yeah, you're right.
You keep questioning my math. It's.
I do, and I'm wrong. You're right. It takes.
I mean, I'll
3
totally
points.
take your math, dude. But
All right, it looks severely wounded.
I was just hoping to knock it off so that we could focus on the big one and save Melina.
It's having a rough day.
I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you.
All right.
All right,
You need a giant fly swatter.
Eudora.
I'm a horde breaker. Ads are my thing. When you got lots of creatures, I'm just like, everybody take damage.
Eudora, the woman on the ground is awake and grunting in pain, trying not to scream because Kyo's telling her don't scream. There's a giant thing looming over her that's probably going to kill the crap out of her. You don't have a method anymore. Kios doesn't have a method. Tinker does. Dell does, I think. And Corey, Ramoosh has one.
Beetlejuice. Just call me
You
Beetle.
mean-
It's so much
you mean
easier
to
to
help
remember.
her?
Beetlejuice.
If you want to be called by your last name, you're gonna need a title before I go. It'd be like Captain Beetlejuice. Otherwise,
Alright.
you go by your
So-
first name.
So Howard, yeah, I can't heal her, but I can attack the creature. That's about all I can do.
All right, kill that thing.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. So much for that.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
All right, Eudora, do you have anything else you want to do before we move on to Ramoosh Beetlejuice?
Not off the top of my head, no.
All right, Beetlejuice, what are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna hit this giant thing with my whip, and then another one off on Tink's method and try and take that one out. So first hit on the big creature. Here we go. That's a
Solid
strike.
hit.
I'll do my hunter's mark, and then I'll do damage over here.
Your actual damage.
So that's 10 total.
Would you like to describe? You finally have broken the threshold.
My whip finds a chink between two skulls, slides right in. It seems to light on fire, but I pull it out, and like the lava heart comes out and breaks on the ground, and the thing kind of oozes back down into lava and rock and hardens. And my whip is singed, but it's fine for some reason. I'm just that good. And then I swing around whoosh, and hit the Memphis off a
Or
tank.
do you?
Does a 12
You're
hit?
doing, yeah, you just hit him.
Ho ho, that's what I'm talking about. there, mate. Here we go.
Whose was it? Was it Tinker's?
Yeah, it was Tinker's method. Yeah,
Okay.
and that's another 8 points. That should take it out.
And it also explodes. All right. I think we're just down to the Miffit on Dell and on Beetlejuice. Is that correct?
So if Beetlejuice is done, so I've still got my method. I'm going to smack it with my sim.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah! Woo!
Yeah, natural 20. Woo! 7 plus 3. Is there a bonus on your? Oh, that counts it. Okay. I don't think yours was damaged, Dell. Oh wait, yes, it was.
Yeah, no,
it took 6 earlier. It took 6 earlier. All right, so
did that do it? Yeah. Okay. And there's one method left.
There's
correct?
one left on Beetlejuice.
Well, I've got a bonus arrow for it. Or not.
The ray of light strikes near Beetlejuice but misses the method. All right. That is Dell, which brings us down to, well, Melina can go. She is awake. She's pulling herself together.
She's going to drink her healing potion.
Level 1 magic missile at the method. This plus 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. It takes 8. Ramesh, yours had taken no damage yet, or Beetlejuice. So it is hurt as these little energy things strike it, but it's still up. Is now its turn. The big guy's gone. Everybody else is gone. It's going to risk your attack of opportunity as it flies back into the lava. You want to try and stop it there, Corey?
Sure, of course.
Perfect need. That's a hit. And it explodes. All right. Congratulations. You'll have defeated this creature and its ads. Melina lived, not for my lack of trying.
Barely.
Was everyone okay?
Oh, there's some hurting going on here.
Dell, can you patch up some of our peeps here? Some of our mates?
Yeah, we're going to need to take some so people can use hit dice because I'm almost out of spells.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. We should take a short rest.
All right. Y'all have lunch next to the pool of lava.
We do need to keep moving. Melina, I will carry you if you need to, but we should get somewhere where we can catch our breath and maybe...
No, we can catch our breath right here. I'll keep an eye on those portals over there.
Are we in a good spot to rest here?
When you say you will carry Melina, she immediately leaps up into your arms to be carried, and then looks super depressed at the idea that we're gonna just catch our breath here, and she has to not be carried up the mountain.
Look,
by a big, strong Yankee.
Look, Chaos. I understand you want to get going, but you're hurt too, and I don't care. I want to hear it, but we need to be good because them Neogi those spider creatures are up there, and they got them necrolances. So you need to sit down.
Did teach you the term Neogi?
Huh?
Tinker taught everybody the term Neogi.
Ah, okay. So those Neogi are up there, and you need to sit down and rest up because we need you too. You got it?
Yeah. Okay. And I'm pretty heavily damaged myself. So.
Well, if you think the danger is gone, then that works for me.
Do I think the danger is gone from these portals?
You don't. You don't really know if more of those could form, but you think whatever the energy is coming off of that black stuff that's running down the mountainside into the lava is what gave that the ability to come to life and attack. You don't know if it's all completely gone. You don't know how long it'll take for another one of those to form.
All right.
But for the moment, you feel safe.
All right. I says it'll take a little bit to recharge, and we'll be done and gone by that. But when that happens, and while you're resting, I can go and see if I can't stop it. I don't think I can. It's out in the middle of that lava. Like the pour is coming out into the middle of the lava lake, right? It's not anywhere.
Not the middle. It's the other side. Like it runs down the side of the mountain into the lava lake, and then the creature, I guess, sensed y'all because you were the only living things walking around the lake.
If only I could figure out a way. Hey, Tink, are you hurt?
No.
You want to help me build something to like?
Yeah, what?
We need to get that. That's like negative energy pour coming down into the lava, and it's making these creatures. So if we can find a way to divert the runoff, not onto the lava, but like maybe onto the rock or something, just get it out of the lava, and maybe that could help us a little.
Oh. Yeah, she's definitely already starting to think of ideas on how to do that are smarter than I am in real life. Because Tink would be like, maybe if we did this.
If you can't think of anything out of character, then you can make a roll based off your intellect plus your proficiency with your tinker tools. However, you look at that and you think of like 20 different ideas, and every single one you're like, if only I had a blah. And you just do not have the raw materials for anything that you can think of at the moment. But you start articulating all these ideas, and every time you're like, and then we take and then Beetlejuice is like, we don't have, infinite amount of rope or wire cables. There's nothing floating above us that we can latch onto. I don't understand what you're even talking about. I don't know what that tool is.
We don't have enough antimatter for that. I don't know what antimatter is. I'm sorry.
Sounds totally like something she would say. If we just had an excavator, then.
All right. So if y'all want to take a short rest, anybody needs to roll dice, you can roll your hit dice.
Yes.
To get some hit points back. If anyone, I don't think we have any warlocks. Nobody gets their spells back.
I get my.
I wish.
I get another channeled divinity with a short rest.
Oh, nice. Do that then.
Oh, nice.
Very nice, Del. Get your max hit points back. All right. Everybody record your stats back up to where they now should be. And you can complete your trek. I'm just going to get in description mode here because we're getting towards the end of the night. You complete your trek up the mountain. As you get further from the lava or the lake of lava, the heat is still like searing as it comes up from this cauldron of lava around you. Flying for Tinker, you still feels perilous as there are updrafts of heat, and it just doesn't feel like it's super safe. So you're mostly going to probably want to walk. But if you can flutter for a bit, but then land again before you're like, no. You make your way up to the front of the big dwarven barge, this large carrier craft of dwarven make that is very rectangular, very bulky. Nothing about it has the usual dwarven. Because dwarves, while they are don't have the artistic flair of the elves, it's not going to be smooth and made of ivory or anything, and then just like with long curling bits that come out into perfect like bird forms or anything weird like that, or it's not made of giant leaves. The dwarves do usually have a certain amount of artistry, but this is a much more bulky utilitarian ship. It's not quite as pretty as most dwarf make. Um, the front of it, for example, doesn't have the ram's head like the ship that you attacked y'all back in space. The front of it is pretty much just squared off, very cube-like. And as you approach, what is your marching order? I should ask first. Who's in the front? Who's in the back?
I'll be.
I think Chaos is in front. He likes to be up front.
Chaos is ready to take the damage. Anybody else up there with him?
I'll not far behind him.
Okay.
I'll be second.
All right, then what is the passive perceptions of Kihos and Del Starwind?
10.
My passive is 14.
All right. Um, as you approach, Del, with a 14, you notice this near where the ship is like stopped, where the front of it is. You see two dead birds just laying near the front of the ship, just laying on their back, feet up in the air. They look like they've been there for a couple of weeks. They're kind of desiccated. You don't know what killed them. They are gone. You look around. You don't see anything. It doesn't look like anything has tried to eat them. There's no life around here. No obvious manner of death on them. And as a druid, you're kind of like in tune with nature, and therefore you don't know why they're dead, but the thing that's closest to them is that ship.
Right.
And Kios is slightly in front of
Okay.
you, walking towards the ship.
Yeah. Well, I mean, necrotic junk was coming out that caused weird elemental thing, and these Neogi are using lances that blast necrotic energy. I'm thinking I can make a reasonable guess. They're dealing with a lot of necrotic stuff, just killing things around them.
I see your logic.
No?
Do you say anything?
You thinking they're Ramush?
I don't know. You haven't said anything.
Well, this is. I'm speaking it out loud.
I go.
pointing
Oh,
dead
what do you got
bird.
there? There's some birds dead next to the ship. I'm thinking a trap. I'm thinking they got this thing trapped. Does anybody know how to search for traps?
I have a sense of sorts.
I have these tools, so I'm assuming that I could. Although my perception sucks, so we already know that.
Whenever you see dead bodies just laying around, and there's nothing that could like come out and just kill them, especially if it's like birds or animals, things that people just don't. They'll probably kill to eat, and they're not been eaten.
These
traps
things,
about.
these Neogi things, could have just been shooting them for
They could have.
kicks and giggles. That type.
They could
Hey,
have.
Corey the Ranger there, Beetlejuice, make a survival check as you survey the birds.
Certainly. Normal. Nah, I'm not good at that.
They are some dead birds.
I'm just thinking. This is what I'm
Dale,
thinking.
are you skilled in survival?
It might be the Neogi. You're
I am.
You're absolutely
No, Go ahead
right.
and make it.
There you go. Could be gas
look at
too.
that. Natural 20. They look like they've been there for a couple of weeks. With actually probably about 3 weeks, which is about the time the ship would have crashed. If it was necrotic energy, they would be more desiccated. This is a 3-week dead bird. Whatever killed him wasn't necrotic energy. But you don't see any wounds on him. Like nothing stabbed them or bit at them.
So
And they just look like regular birds, right?
Yeah, like
not,
a couple of
not
crows.
bird people or anything like that. They're just small animals.
Actually, I would say because of where you are, it's a couple of dead buzzards. Buzzard-like creatures because it's a foreign planet.
Well, I mean, in the way that a heron looks like a dead rabbit, but it's a rabbit person. I just wanted to make sure that these are dead bird people.
Yeah, no, not people, birds.
Okay.
Oh, here's an interesting use of the divine sense paladin ability. At the end of it, with the sense, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated. Does anything feel?
Yes, you do.
magically
All right. With that, within this ship in front of you, the birds don't register at all. They're just dead things. But within this ship, there's a single anomaly, something that is registering. Let me double check here. You know the location of. I'm going to say, reading that, I will say that you also know which of those it is, in which case, undead. Something of undead energy, not a living undead, like living undead, but not like a zombie walking around, but a consecrated thing of necrotic energy. Something of the Shadowfell is sitting inside this ship. It is very powerful. There's an aura radiating from it. It's almost like a power leak from it that is running down the side of the mountain, which goes down to that lake of lava, which fits with what your compatriot there, Beetlejuice, was saying. Something inside the ship is very in tune with the Shadowfell and is leaking energy, but it is not moving around like its own entity. It is its own desecrated thing.
And just to be
Desecrated sounds better
clear,
than consecrated.
just to be clear, this is the dwarf ship, not the bug ship.
Is the dwarf ship, which is the target that you were supposed to go acquire something from after it crashed. And they were like, hey, we need you to go get something. And all the information about what you were getting was very hush-hush. Even Melina, who was the pilot, technically, not the captain, but she was the one steering, was told, hey, this is where you're going, but she wasn't told what you were acquiring, just what the ship looked like. And she had a bunch of information fed in her head, and she relayed all that to y'all, I think, earlier. But she herself didn't know what the actual target that you were acquiring was, just that it was inside this ship. It's super valuable, whatever it is. Oh, and that it would be obvious. That was told to you. Maybe not necessarily obvious on a paladin super senses, level, but
yeah. Is Kios going to share what he has learned, or?
Yeah, he's definitely like, this is evil.
What's evil?
Something in there. I think this ship might be, I don't know, the source of these strange things that we've seen.
Right. Like that.
Feels wrong.
Like that big old spout of dark energy flowing into that lake of lava kind of thing. Maybe the source of that. Maybe they got.
Didn't you do something like that on that ship that attacked our ship up in orbit?
I have felt a feeling like this before, perhaps.
That's some good paladin in there. You're good at your job. Good job, yeah.
Thanks. Good job with the whip before. That was very impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Pop, 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 pop. That was cool.
It's a lot of practice.
As y'all are talking about this back and forth, you see a hatch on the top of the ship kind of flop open, just like with a and a head pokes up that looks like a gnome made of metal, which I think all of you would probably have been familiar enough with, the different races out there to know that there is an entire species of gnomes that are called auto gnomes, which are robot gnomes, for a better terminology. And a metal gnome's face pokes up, looks at all of you, and goes, "Identify yourselves," and says nothing else. And that is where we are cutting game because it's 11:58 by my.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Curiouser and curiouser.
It's like, we're dwarves. We're here to take our ship back. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, clearly dwarves. Yes, I like this plan. Tell them the dwarves.
We just shaved, is all.
Okay. I am definitely still not fully recovered from this migraine, so I.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, let's end the stream. How about that? Hey,
That was my
guys.
intent.
Sorry.
Thank you all for joining us if you're watching this live, if you're watching this as a recording. We're glad you're here. We want to thank our patrons again. We're doing something special for the Patreon, the patrons next week. Check out our Patreon for that. If you watch us all the way through, you obviously liked it, hit the like button, subscribe. We do this as many Fridays as we can. And we will see you next time from Keith, Spike, Brenna, Sarah, Howard, and myself. Go roll some dice.